We can't be live.
I just hit the live button. We're live. Oh my
No, that's
goodness. OBS just
cheating.
spazzed out.
There's just too much of us on there one time, you know?
I got a tweet about this.
As
I
do I.
am live with at the Geek Corner with our weekly nerd chat. Come hang out and
We're talking nerdy.
talk nerdy with us. Twitch.tv/ I'm not gonna even do anything fancy. TV/skinslip. Normally
I never do
do
anything fancy.
well. Normally I do like a follow-up tweet with the link and then do all hashtags. I just don't know. I don't.
Yeah, that's.
I'm trying. I'm in a relaxed mood. I'm really stoned. It's not gonna happen today. We're not gonna get.
Really stoned. This is a professional thing that we do, and you coming into my stream
I am
stoned out of your gourd.
always stoned.
That's fine. I am high on life at all times, so it's quite all right. Everybody who is watching my side, you guys get to see me add another frame around Elisa's character. So you might see some some weird looking stuff as I make this happen. All right, let's just like maybe start up here because I'm kind of doing this blind. I probably should do this off screen, but it's too late for that. Then we gotta do this scale to fit. You'll love to see it.
Do I love to see it? I don't know if I'd love to see scale to fit. What are you doing to my fucking face? No, I'm kidding.
I'm not doing anything to your face.
I'm being sarcastically dramatic. It's okay.
How dare you be sarcastic?
How dare you, madam? How dare you? I didn't shave before I went live.
You didn't shave before you went live?
I didn't give a fuck today.
What?
Here's the face of a real trans woman. Sometimes you don't fucking shave.
Language.
Fuck? Or trans women? Which one was the language I had to watch?
God, it's clearly the fuck.
I don't know.
Less
hey, Eri!
Hello,
Erica! I'm sorry, I keep... How are you two lovely ladies doing on this fine fine nights? Jesus Christ, I can't speak. I'm doing great. I got some Chloe time, my friend Chloe, and now I'm having some Joss time with my friend Joss. So
hello.
I'm doing great. My day was kind of meh and uneventful, and then suddenly it was like I got to hang out with people, and so it was better.
What? You can't just hang out with people.
Lovely people.
It's highly suspect.
No, I don't just hang out with people. I hang out with the loveliest of people. Present company included.
That is
included.
Fine.
Included. So we're clear. I want to be very clear about that. Included.
I'm included.
You are wonderful and lovely. Yes. We wouldn't be friends if you weren't. I'm really honest with you.
I mean, this is the truth.
I'm at that point in my life where I just don't have time to educate people. They can just be lovely first, or just I'm gonna move on. That's it, honestly.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
Be lovely, or I'm just gonna move on like that. And so I know I only interact with the most loveliest of people.
I do try to be lovely sometimes, not all the time.
IPL burning off my beard. What's IPL? Is that the laser or is that the electricity? I'm glad you're.
Isn't that an Indian Pale Ale? No, it's not.
No, that's IPA.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, I just don't know what IPL stands for. I can't remember which method of removing the hair that is. That's all.
Let's do that.
Either way, it's gonna fucking hurt, and I don't want to do it, but I need to do it. It's like one of those things where I just wish I could take a pill to turn off the hair grow, face grow.
That'd be so nice.
Hair grow no go. You know
what? That's good enough. We got borders on my stream now.
I would be like happy if I just got like I gotta open up your stream so I can see your chat. Mute. I would just be happy if like I could just like all I want is to be able to make the hair grow in like skin tone instead, or like clear, like normal like hair for a lady, or for most ladies where it's like invisible-ish. That way it's like less invasive in my fucking life,
Yeah, that'd be nice. I agree. It's one of those things where it's just
Yeah.
like one more thing that you have to deal with every single day.
I recognize this layout. It's a very similar layout. It's a similar layout of a stream. I may have I do. My friend Joss, interestingly enough.
It's me.
Are you putting like the title in that gray box on the left?
No, that's supposedly where chat's gonna go.
Like I see, like I love my chat, but like I'm also a trans woman on the internet, and so like it's really hard to show my chat without having to worry about slurs
Oh,
showing up on my video.
I agree. I
And
just wanted to see how
YouTube
it
already
goes.
gives me shit for my videos, so like
I just because otherwise, like, I don't know what to put in the two giant spaces that I have, and I'm like, I might as well like put
slaves
something
but
there.
at
And like,
home. Oh, sweet, the sweet burn.
I figured that right now, chat will go there, and if that comes to be a problem, well, then it's gone.
No, I just how I'm not there yet. I mean, I have plenty of mods. I trust my mods. The mods will remove it from the video. When they delete a comment, it goes away from the video. But it's just like,
Oh,
I don't know.
exactly.
I'm just not
Exactly.
there
You
yet.
also have more people, like.
I mean, like on Tuesday, we had one of my highest views in a long time at like 12, 14 people. It was really nice.
Oh, that's
That's the highest
fantastic.
highest for our art stream.
Your
So that's
sister
starting
is
to
so
pick up.
talented.
I know, right? Ah, my unbiological sister. She got me this cup that says, "I'm so happy that you're my unbiological sister," or something to that effect. And I'm stuck with that term in my brain, and it's the perfect term.
So my sister is technically not entirely my biological sister because I was adopted within the family. And one time
Well,
she
unbiological
was like,
sister is like is like someone outside of your bloodline, and that you're
well,
considered
well,
family.
then yeah, I mean she'd almost be more akin to like a cousin,
Yeah,
almost.
that's cool, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's not quite the same thing, right?
No,
I'd
it's not.
think.
But still, one time she's like, you're not even my real brother," and I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right,
You're kind of
but
right. Yeah, you're not
kind of
wrong.
right. At that time, I was her real brother, but not anymore.
Ah, Lord. No, you never were. That's actually factually
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean,
I mean,
I
as far as
I feel
I've been told
flexible
by
about
other
that.
trans people, technically you've always been a girl, even if you were presenting as man.
Exactly. That
So
I
there you
mean,
go.
there is that, but like at the same time, like
The
I
trans
also like
elders
to
told
think,
me this, so I'm just
no,
passing the information on
and that's exactly what
to you.
I've always been, led to believe as well. But I think there's also something to be said about almost being two distinct people. But
Aw,
that's
you're gonna
that's my
be an
own little thing.
auntie, Erica. That's so cute.
Erica, congratulations! I know you does no work on your end, but still, that's
That's
fun.
awesome. I mean, technically, I am an auntie. I just don't
Ooh,
talk to my the family, extended family, because they all disowned us a long time ago. Because we're all right. They're all right wings, and
no,
I'm
they're probably very upset right now, aren't they?
yeah. Well, now I mean, the last couple. It's funny you say that, right? But my uncle, who's supposedly a Democrat, definitely voted for fucking Trump. I saw a fucking
Oh,
photo
wait,
with a
that's
red
that's
hat.
a
I certainly saw a
heck
make
of
her
a
great hat in this motherfucker's profile. He unfollowed my ass on Facebook.
good.
I'm
Get
like,
him out of there.
he's tired of seeing my trans happiness.
You don't need
Literally,
that negativity in your
he
life.
he literally posted like "Are you okay?" dead name, and I was like, I just said, "Never been better." The
And you're
happiest
out.
I've ever been in my entire life. Even though I'm fucking miserable because I'm lonely, but I'm working on that. It's funny. I'm actually. It's interesting. I am actually right now, as of like this week, probably happier than I have been in a very long time.
That's good.
And so I'm like I feel more fulfilled in my life this in the last 2-3 weeks than I have in a long time, because I have like loving deep friendship. I have and I hang out with these people all the time. I'm starting to like hang out with my friends on Twitter, like on a physical
Yeah.
capacity. And so like the only thing I lack now is a partner. Like I feel fulfilled in most of my parts of my life, except for I want Twitch to make money, just enough
Well,
so I can
yes.
live. I'm not looking for like big baller status or anything,
That's always,
I just want
that'd be
to
a
pay my
plus.
bills and pay my rent. Like that's like I want to be a working.
That's asking an awful
I'm
lot in
always gonna be a working
America.
class Twitch streamer. You know what I mean? Always be low end. I'd be surprised if I ever had more than 100 viewers. You know, I have a friend who gets 15 to 35 on average, and he pays his
Ooh,
bills. So
that's
it's a
that's
totally,
amazing.
it's a fucking attainable as fuck. So anybody can do it.
That's that's
That
amazing.
guy's older
Yeah.
than me. If he can fucking do it, I can fucking do it. You
There you
know.
go. There you go. I like
So
that attitude. You got this.
that's just the way it is.
By the end of the year, we'll get you there.
Oh look, all my ladies are in the VIPs. That's great.
Ooh.
I see Angie and Chloe in the chat. Hi, girls.
I don't have a VIP section. Sorry, everyone in my chat.
Oh,
Y'all
you're not an
just
affiliate
slumming
yet,
it.
right?
I know.
That's
You
why.
guys are just
I found
you're
out.
all just
I
average
didn't know
Joes.
that I've had affiliate for so long that I did not know that was an affiliate thing. So I was like, Angie was streaming. And I was like, hey, type /VIP and then this username, and then she's like, it doesn't let me do anything. I'm like, oh, oops, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
I've been an associate for just so long. I can't remember what it was like to just be normal. That's fine.
I had such a busy week that I didn't get to hang out with Chloe like I normally do, and so like I felt like I was missing something this week, and so like Chloe went out of her way to hang out with me this afternoon. You know, she worked
Oh,
late and all
nice.
that, so it was really
Not too
nice.
shabby.
It's nice. I like seeing her pretty face in my eye holes, so it works. I like seeing your pretty face in my eye holes too.
Thank you. We get to see it at least once a week,
I,
so
I'm
I'm
so
glad that you
happy I get to
enjoy
see
it.
it once a week. I missed you when you were over the holidays, honestly.
Yeah, that was a busy time. I'm so glad that it's mellowing out a little bit. Like it'll be even more mellow in like April. So once
In
winter
April.
ends. But
Oh
like
God, we got so long to
that's
go.
that's the ski industry for you, baby. Let's go.
That's the what industry?
Uh, the ski industry. I work at
Oh, I think it's the
a
key
ski
industry. I'm like, there's
resort.
a key industry?
There is a key industry.
Oh shit,
They
wrong
make little
button.
tiny keys, mostly from kiosks inside Walmart and Home Depot.
They have like a season. It's peak key season, boys. Get to work.
Key. Let's go.
I
Actually, I
think
would imagine that like probably like late spring is probably when a lot of keys are made.
so. We've been on for about 15 minutes. Got my regulars in here. So like, you have some questions for me. You
Oh
said you're
yeah.
gonna ask me something
Yeah.
on stream.
What I want to hear give me more elaboration on the story that you started on Twitter.
Which one?
Cuz I don't think
Which one?
that
Which story? There are several stories I told in that. It's two
there was only
posts.
one that I responded to, and now I have to look it up because my
Go ahead.
memory is about as good as like a goldfish, and
Welcome to
even
the
then,
club.
that's cutting it way close. So let me
It's
go
funny.
through
The
my.
drugs we take to help our bodies along that does not help our memory in the least. And then I smoke
Mm,
tons of fucking weed, and then like, I'm also have brain damage, so I've got like several layers of forgetful. All right, and ADHD too. Let's not forget about that. That makes me forget things
where
all the time.
don't need any of these. Okay, listen. You liked this tweet. I know you did. I just gotta find it.
Here, I can give you the fucking tweet.
I found it. I found
Okay.
it. Shush.
I'm like, you have like
Shut your mouth.
way less interactions. How did you lose this? My fucking wall has been spammed. Cause okay,
Oh,
hold on. Sunday, some guy with like 10 million viewers or followers retweeted my fucking memes, and it's just been like every
that's
now and
what
then.
you've.
It's
That's
just been
what
like
you've wanted, though.
yes, but it's like every time it's like a like. It's a like. I'm trying to like, read something and it just buries it suddenly. I don't know. It's just a spam of likes, and then there's nothing for days. There's been nothing, and out of nowhere, it's just a spam of likes, and it gets retweeted a few more times.
Gosh,
It's not
I get
even like
that
it's not
happening to me.
viral yet. It's really low. It's only like 50 retweets, but it's still really cool. I'm like, hey, that's neat.
That's really good.
Yeah,
I
it's a
that
random
happens to me on
post.
Instagram every now and then. Like I'll be on Instagram and then some chaser will find my profile
Man,
and they'll just go through like the last like 2 months of photos
am I just
and just like them all.
I no one does that to me. I'm so sad.
I'm sorry.
I need
Put
chat. I
more
need
selfies
more
on
chasers into
Instagram.
my profile and like all my photos, please. I need that kind of serotonin boost.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Well,
yes, please talk sexy about me. You ain't gonna fuck me, that's for sure.
I will
No
try
fucking
to find
chasers.
the oldest post that I can find of yours and just
Like
kind of scroll up and just start
generally,
tagging stuff.
chasers are people who this. In case anyone doesn't know, chaser is someone who has a fetish for trans women in a very unhealthy manner. Okay,
Yes.
there are healthy and unhealthy ways to engage in this fetish, and that is not the way to do it.
No,
There's
no, it is not.
nothing more painful or exquisite than an old fucking man liking your 6-year-old post, and you're like, why? What? Oh Jesus! all your photos from 6 years ago. Like, why? Oh, it hurts. It hurts all over. It's really weird. I'm like, no. Do you see trans lesbian, sir? You think you're in the wrong. You went to the wrong. You're in the wrong section. Anyway,
The
so
wrong section.
while chasers are generally characterized as men, the only chasers I've actually run into are women.
Oh, well, that's fun.
So then they're hot. So I'm like, yes, please chase me. Like, I don't know, hey, whatever. I like the attention. I'm using them as much as they're using me. So
Do you let them catch you? That's the question.
no,
Oh, okay.
no interest. They're just really cute and fun to talk to.
Okay, I found the post.
Just having
so
fun.
this came from your post where you were like, 1 like equals 1 answer.
Yeah.
And,
When I did talk, I'm talking about a lot of my personal life, but not in so much detail. I feel like I'm being invasive to myself.
and that's what we're gonna dive into just a little bit more detail.
I will. Okay, so as a child of trauma and abuse, I will just talk about anything. So you be careful what you ask.
Well, we're talking about specifically your answer to number 12,
Okay.
which is any scars.
I've got a lot.
And when we scroll down here, you said some barbed wire scars on my side and back from backyard wrestling. That by itself is interesting, and we're going to come back to that one. But I am more interested in the second part of your answer.
I wasn't sure.
I once sliced my finger to the bone at a games workshop, but I didn't want to give up my spot at the paint table, so I super glued it shut and kept building.
Because that catty ass bitch Hannah was gonna try to steal the seat because she wants to sit next to Jonathan, and she's fucking flirting with this dumbass, and she barely fucking builds anything. And I waited 2 fucking hours for a seat at the build table. And motherfucker, I'm gonna build some shit. Okay, so first of all, all right, a camera probably won't pick it up. Hold on. I don't think the camera's gonna pick that up. No.
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, I have a scar on my hand right here. So what happened is, I'm an idiot in my 20s, and I'm fucking cutting stuff. Honestly, interesting enough, the person who was the manager actually ended up being coming out as trans, and then to me, and then ended up being one of the people who helped me with all the brain meat stuff.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But they're stealth, so we don't mention names. We gotta be careful about that when we talk about trans people. We like, all right, are they stealth? Because some trans people are so passing that like they literally live as women and like nobody fucking knows, and they're in danger if you let anybody know. So you just
And some trans women don't care about passing, so
exactly.
it's really just a matter of kind of what you're going for.
Some I'm never gonna pass, so I'm just gonna not worry about it. I'm just gonna be myself. Anyway, so I'm holding my fucking model, and I cut, and it goes, and I feel it tick my bone. I felt it hit my bone, like, and it hurt so bad. I pulled out, I'm gushing blood. I take the fucking roll of paper towels, prunk, do. Oh, it's still bleeding. Oh, you need stitches. And I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want to leave this fucking place. I just sat fucking down. It was my first fucking cut. I ain't gonna fucking go to the goddamn hospital. So I took super glue and I literally just super glued the wound shut. On the premise that super glue was originally liquid stitches in Vietnam. The stuff they use for liquid super glue is a bit more toxic for your internals. You don't want to use it to close wounds. But I have permanent nerve damage in this hand, actually.
From the super glue, yeah, it was a bad idea in retrospect.
No, actually, I likely just severed nerves. I can actually press and give myself a very excruciating pain right here.
Well,
like,
don't do that.
Like like you can do like this, no problem. If I do that here, it hurts. I mean, like right where I sliced it. It's good shit. Don't recommend it. Backyard wrestling was stupid shit I did. I was known as Mayhem, and I wore corpse paint, and I came off a roof. So there's 2 incidences of note. One time I was wrestling and we were doing a tables match, and we were on the 2nd story roof, so 3 stories up technically, and we did a tumble through a pair of stacked tables. We are falling. 1 second. I gotta.
No.
Let me get some tools to help illustrate.
Okay.
So we are We are on the roof, like so. We are grappled, and I can't remember if it was. Well, it wasn't a suplex. It was like a belly to belly, I believe. And we go
Okay.
over. So his back is to the tables. He goes belly to belly. I don't get over all the way. So I enter the first table like
Yeah.
this,
Okay.
down, and he breaks the table before I go through. So I don't even get first table, and I instead bounce off the table and literally face plant into the pool, whacking my head on the side of the pool, and I get drugged
Oh.
out of the pool. I almost drowned, actually. He went through both tables just fine, landing in the bushes, because there's bushes below. We're like, yeah, we'll land in the bushes. It'll hurt less. Doesn't hurt less. It hurts more.
Yeah.
But I caterwauled into the pool, and yeah, my head's not good. My head's a little brokey.
I think the worst that we like.
Oh,
So
and then once, oh, sorry, one last thing. I went through a flaming table while wrapped in barbed wire as part of a the gimmick finish of a match, and
did
the fire went out from my body, which is great. That's what you want. It then I was, but like I went to the table, but like the process of being sandwiched by the table, I got literally wrapped in the barbed wire, and they had to cut me out because it got like it tangled, and then we couldn't figure out. And I'm like because they're like wiggling it, trying to, and it's just digging into my back inside. So I leave little faint little pinprick holes all on my back from fucking barbed wire, with a couple slices and shit. So yeah, don't backyard wrestle, kids. Go learn how to wrestle like a professional instead.
Joel and I, because I would be over at Joel's house just about every weekend. Like I was pretty much like their second kid, and I
It's Mick Foley's fault.
remember
Sorry.
that one time Joel and I were wrestling, and like I think I did like a choke slam on him, or maybe vice versa, and on a trampoline, and like we slammed so hard down that we literally broke the frame of the trampoline. Like the trampoline just caved.
Yep.
And we just kind of like slowly slid down to the ground. And I was like,
pinpoint force. That's what happened.
We destroyed. And then next weekend I went over, there was a new trampoline, and I was like, "Gosh, your parents have more money."
I mean, we did a lot of dumb shit. I know there was a ladder match, and like Joey Nugs fell off the ladder and like landed head first into the fucking gravel pit and like busted his fucking head open. Oh, he definitely had a concussion. We didn't know what to fucking do. You know, we're dumb kids. So. He apparently had a concussion. That was cool. I mean, like, also, who the fuck is he with a name like Joey Nugs? I'm just saying. What did he expect? What did he expect with a name like Joey Nugs, right?
I know both a hunter eagle and a storm eagle.
Dude, what a cool fucking name, Storm Eagle. Oh,
right?
Dude.
I know.
Oh, that's such a badass name. Hunter Eagle, Storm Eagle. That's bad. Sorry, Hunter. You got the short end of the stick, Hunter. Sorry, if you're watching.
I do feel bad because I think that Storm is actually the younger brother.
I figured they were brothers. I was wondering if their father and son are brothers. Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, you would think that Storm would be the older brother name, you know?
Right.
Did you have a wrestling name or multiple wrestling names when you were growing up, or
just Mayhem.
Did you just go by you? Just by you?
Yeah. Mayhem was my first created character. He was back in the SmackDown days. He was named as the Corpse because that was the one where you can choose the announcer to say the real name of.
Oh yeah.
So he's Mayhem the Corpse because he was a zombie character, and so my character was undead, and so the idea was I take a lot of damage and keep going. It's a terrible idea in retrospect, obviously.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I got hit in the head a lot, chairs and fucking kendo sticks and shit. Yeah, man.
More hardcore than I was.
Fuck the pie tins, man. Like they bend, but they fucking like the hollow bang. Like I will never forget the sound of a pie tin bending over my fucking head. It's, like there's a specific anybody who's done hardcore wrestling who has gotten a fucking pie tin bashed up over their head. They're the dollar store pie tins. Why am I rubbing the butter eye in my fucking thing in my eyeball? I was eating popcorn for the stream. Those things have a distinct sound. The sound rattles specifically in your own brain. It's got a distinct sound, different from when you hear it on the camera, and I'll never forget it. It's a sound of trauma in my brain.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah, of
sounds
course.
Safe.
Totally healthy. Totally safe.
It's fine.
I'm okay now. I haven't backyard wrestled since I was like 17. The caterwauling into the fucking pool and nearly drowning ended it for me.
Yeah,
I
I
I
imagine.
mean, I didn't even realize, and I mean, like, that's after that's only like 6 years after I was beaten with a baseball bat and nearly died. Like. So, like, it's like I'm not doing anything. And I didn't get taken to the hospital for that fucking head injury. So here I am hitting my fucking head after fucking caterwauling off a fucking pair of tables into fucking Joey's fucking pool. God damn it. I wish I still
The
had the
bat's
video.
not gonna do it.
Dude, if I
A
had the
trip into a
video, it would be the intro to my fucking stream. It'd be like starting soon. It'd be me just going, ah, ah, ah. Out there is this video of me falling off a roof. I wish I had it. I wish I fucking had it. God, we were idiots. I
there is
just wish it.
a video out there of me lip syncing to "I Want It That Way" by the
Oh.
Backstreet Boys, and I'm dressed up as an afroed pirate delivering Little Caesars.
What? Why?
It is.
Why, Little Caesars?
It was
Why?
amazing.
What
It
if
was a joke because Little Caesars didn't deliver at the time.
Oh, it's right. It's when the $5 pickup era, right?
Exactly.
Now it's like
Yes. So
$7
they
delivery or
didn't
something like that,
deliver.
right?
So it was funny. We were like, what's
See,
the
they
funniest
did
delivery?
that because Little Caesars almost went out of business. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I didn't know they almost went
Yeah,
out of
so they had to
business.
change their business model and go to a budget route, and it saved them, I guess, because they're doing much better now. Obviously, they actually
I
do
don't
delivery in
mind
a lot
Little
of ways, but
Pizza. I think it's probably better than it has any right to be, especially for how
pizzas.
cheap it
Look,
is.
any chain pizza, Papa John's, anything, it's gonna be only a certain quality.
Oh, that's
You
fine.
go
No,
to,
I
if you
don't need
want real
denial.
fucking pizza, you go to a place where they fucking hand make those pizzas.
No, no, I
You
don't
know,
need real pizza.
like just Joe's fucking pizzeria. That's where you get real fucking pizza. Like
Okay, that's true.
you just go to some greasy asshole in the wall. That dude fucking works 8 hours a day making fucking pizza. He's gonna make you a goddamn pizza. He cares about his job. He chose to do this, so he cares about that pizza. Guy at Pizza Hut just fucking filling time till he gets a better job. Okay, that's the difference. That's why the quality is different. There's love
There
and care
was
put into the pizza from Joe's Pizzeria or whatever, because he fucking
up
cares about his
here.
job. Sorry, I don't mean to
There's
talk over you.
there was a this old pizza place that was kind of just like a cheap, like run me down version of Chuck E. Cheese. It didn't have as many games, but they had the really bad price.
fuck, what is it? Where's the other one? Is it Country Bear? No, that's the Disney thing. What's the
No,
fucking, what is it?
great name. It's called Pizza Rama.
Pizza Rama? I've actually never heard of that
Rama.
one. Holy
No,
shit.
it's literally it's out of business now. It's been
There's
out
a
of
bunch
business
of
for like
those, but what was that Rocket Fire Explosion? Where the fuck is that one at? I can't remember. I gotta go look it up. I'm gonna get,
and it
sorry.
was just
There's a documentary about him.
good. Like it was just so good. I was so happy. Every time I went there as a kid, like I'm still chasing that high for pizza, mostly.
Animatronic. Oh, Showbiz Pizza Palace. That's what it's called. Showbiz Pizza.
Showbiz.
They had the Rocket Fire Explosion, which was the name of their animatronic band.
That's amazing.
There's a whole
Oh,
documentary about it. Like, it's fucking fascinating, dude. No joke.
so I think there was some shady business going on. But
It's called Rocket Fire Explosion. Is the name of the documentary. In case you
the lead, the person who plays Chuck E. Cheese, was somebody else, but now it's the lead singer of Bowling for Soup.
What?
Yeah, like he just got the gig last year,
Holy shit! Why?
and I was like, oh my goodness, because like
No, wait, hold on. But why? You've got a very successful band. I thought. What? Wow. Rocket Fire
Shake it up.
Explosion's not available anywhere. Holy fuck! Excuse me, while I go fucking download that. Okay,
There's a pandemic going on. They had to shut it down. You couldn't get that many people in one building anymore. And
Damn.
without that rock and roll and revenue, they just could not keep up.
Oh, is Chuck E. Cheese out of business again?
No,
Oh.
Chuck E. Cheese I think is doing fine, but
Oh, they went into bankruptcy like back in the 90s. I remember, like they
which is weird.
chapter 13 or whatever, the one they came back from with like limited shit, closed a bunch of stores
Because
because the one in Simi Valley closed, and then like it was just empty, and so did the Kmart. So like literally, the two ends of this plaza just died, and slowly everything died in the center, and then they plowed it over and turned into a super Target.
it's
Now
fine.
I worked at that super Target. I helped set that super Target up. I'm going to have to find this fucking movie.
Nessie Avery, thank you so much for the follow.
Oh, Nessie, that's my friend Nessie. They are wonderful.
Thank you. Hello, Elisa's friend Nessie.
They're wonderful people. So yeah, what's next? What else do
Okay.
you want to know? Now you've heard all the
I
horror
I
stories of my
I need to
scars.
go back to the Games Workshop thing because
Ah, shit.
one, like, I thought I deleted that one. Whatever, it's fine. I'll fix that later. Sorry, I have like 4 notifications, and I thought I deleted more of them, but clearly I didn't. Um, there, Games Workshop. I've only been to one in my entire life. It was one in London. So I'm gonna humble brag. I went there for my my
You went to home
anniversary.
shit, home office. You went to the
I don't
main
know if it
one.
was home office. It was
Not
it was
home office, but
big.
yeah, the big one. It must be. I
It,
bet you it's the. If it's in London, I think that's like the big one.
yeah, well, it was really nice, but at the same time, it was like it was dead. Like there was more employees than there were
That's most game
people
workshop.
there.
There's a
And
reason why the fucking product costs twice as much as it should.
well, yeah, well, that's why I want to know why there was fighting, like why you needed to defend your space at the table. Like, was there really that much pent
There
up
was
demand in your area?
there was like 10 people in our store at all times playing games and stuff. Kids
That's
kids would get dropped
ridiculous.
off because we were basically there to take care for them. They'd be
That's
there with the army all day playing games.
wow. That's amazing. No, like, because like I've never been anywhere
But
that
like
is that
that
into
was only for
wargaming.
a short while. I was like there was like a boom period, like a mini boom
True.
period, right? In the early mid 2000s, late 2000s, mid to late 2000s, it was a boom. It became very popular, and then it went away. And there was mall stores opened up. They're all gone, almost all gone now.
That's true. Yes. Oh, you know what mall store I really miss? I really miss Wizards of the Coast. Used to have their own
Game
stores in
crafter,
mall.
game something other, right?
Something. I just know that one time I went there, like maybe like 4 or 5 days before a set came out, and I
Yeah,
saw that they had a booster box of it for sale,
yeah.
and I was like, "Are
Hey,
those
you
for
bought a
sale?"
booster box from them?
Yeah, and I was
That's
like,
awesome.
"Are those for sale?" And they're like, "I don't know." And they ring it up. They're like, "Yeah, I guess it is." And I was like, "Sweet." So like, I got like cards that weren't technically out yet from them, and I was like, "Uh-oh, you guys might get in trouble," but I don't care because I got a whole booster box of cards.
What was the name of that store? Oh no.
And then I also kind of want to know about the store that you used to run, because I've always been interested in setting up my own board game store. But I don't think that I am dedicated enough to kind of like drive that point home, you know?
Mm,
What you looking up there?
trying to find the name of the damn store that Wizards used to run. It's gonna fucking bother me.
Oh, I thought literally it was
Gamekeeper.
just
Gamekeeper. That's what it's called. Jesus Christ. It's just that's how my brain works. I have to stop and do what I'm gonna forget. Okay. I started a game store, so I worked at Seth's Games and Anime Inventor. It's still there. You can still go there. They sell comics now too. They bought out Ralph's Comic Corner and merged. And so, I worked there when they were two separate stores, but in the same building. We shared space. Like it was one building,
okay.
but we both had our stores there. And so I worked the game side. Best job I ever had. I basically got to talk about Magic the Gathering and board games all fucking day and teach people how to
Nothing
play
wrong with
those
that.
games and play those games with people in their downtime. And my favorite thing ever, sort Magic cards. I got to do that all fucking day. I mean, like,
I could do that all day,
I know, right?
all
It's
day.
like fucking Zen. It's like Zen. See, that's why I know, like, if I need an employee at a game store, I got you on tap for sure.
Oh yeah,
Because
dude,
you'll
I
fucking
love
sort.
playing
You give
games.
me my card sorter, and that's all. You'll be happy. Like,
Yo,
ooh, booster
yo.
packs for sorting cards. That's how I got into Magic the Gathering. I was working for a store sorting trading cards for them and getting like X-Men booster cards and stuff. In
Okay.
1993, I was 11 or 12. My dad did too, so he worked there
Oh,
as an employee on the
okay.
weekends, and I worked there just sorting cards for product. It was a neat little gig. I get a
Yeah,
booster back
yeah.
there, and then these fucking cards come in. What are these fucking cards? I don't think I have a single like old ass Magic. Oh, here. I guess this is close. Here's a Japanese classic Japanese card.
Oh,
So like that's a little bit later in the thing. I don't think I have any revised cards on hand. I do. They're in these boxes here, but I'm not gonna unbury it to get to the boxes yet. It's just there's a pile
no,
of
no,
trash
I
I need
don't
to
blame
take
you.
care
I
of.
don't blame
So yeah, but like white border, all reprints, none of the mocks, none of the cool Power 9, you know. So it's revised. But like these cards come in, and I'm watching them open a pack. I'm like, this is super cool. And I've just been buying random trading card sets back then. A lot of comic book trading cards. A lot of X-Men Fleer 93, 94,
Ooh,
95. You know, this is the era I was doing this in. So, like, my dad once worked off and got me. I really wanted the Seattle Mariners jacket. I was super into Ken Griffey Jr.
okay.
Living in fucking Los Angeles like a dummy. Or, well, SoCal, not really Los Angeles, near Los Angeles. Like a dummy here. I'm rooting for the Seattle Mariners. Never lived in Seattle. You know, never lived in Washington until later. But yeah, he worked off. He did work there and got me a jacket for Christmas once. That was really nice. One of the few nice things I remember him doing. But yeah, I for my allowance that year, I bought a box of Ice Age.
Ooh.
I really wanted to pick me Allosaurus.
Did you get it?
Do you know what a Pygmy Allosaurus is?
Do you think I know what a Pygmy Allosaurus is?
It's a
No, I'm sorry.
2/2 for 2 colorless, 1 green with Swamp Walk. That's it. It's a rare, and I didn't get it.
So sorry.
I opened all sorts of great cards, but I never got that fucking Allosaurus
Never
until
got
years
that.
later. I had to trade for it, actually. I still very much today would just want to buy an Ice Age pack, crack it, and open a Pygmy Allosaurus. I've been waiting decades for this thing, 25 years.
I don't know about Ice Age, but I believe it's Homelands. You can still get like boxes of Homelands for cheap. Like if not
Cheaper,
like
yeah.
like normal price, or like you can get them like way
Well,
cheap.
Fallen Empire is even cheaper. I mean,
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Fallen Empire is like there's like 5 good cards in the entire set, and they're all uncommon too. So it's like, okay, who cares?
From what I understand, like I said, I think it's Homeland, but I could be wrong. Like Wizards was having such a hard time like
Homelands was
keeping
Legends
things in
Part
stock.
2, basically.
Yeah. They had such a hard time keeping stuff in stock that store owners would just like put in these huge quantities, hoping they'd get like a small portion of it.
Right.
And then finally, Wizards like printing capacity like caught up to them.
Yeah,
and they,
yeah,
like,
I
they
remember
told
this.
the
That
store
was
owners,
that was a long summer of people were like, "Do you have any Magic cards?" No.
exactly, and like finally the printing capacity caught up for Homelands, and so like they told the store owners, hey, only order what you need. Don't order tons because you know you're not going to get any. You're going to get all of them this time. The store owners were like, yeah, okay, whatever. So they ordered like 15 times what they actually needed, and then so like the whole market was just flooded with Homeland cards.
Yep.
And because of that, they're still like
Wizards was flooded with. They still had so many in it up until a couple like decade ago. They still had like hundreds of boxes of storage for like every set practically, except for the first 3. Like they've overprinted for a long time, and then it's only recently that they started underprinting, which is the worst thing you could do.
I hate that. Like they need to print on demand. Come on, let's do it.
I'm seriously, they need to print on demand. I would buy and it should be a deck. You buy a deck, You buy a deck on demand. So it's like you get commons, uncommons, rares, foils, whatever. One deck. That's it. Sell them only in decks. And that's it. That's it. Just decks. And it's like you release 10, 15 decks. That's your set.
You know what sets a newer set that you might like?
What?
They are the Jumpstart packs. So essentially, they're like 2 30-card booster packs, and they each have a theme. And they're just meant to grab 2 of them, shuffle them together, and you play.
Yeah. I actually have the unhinged version of that.
Oh, nice.
That's where that came from. When they did the last unglued unhinged thingy, like they had the last unset. It was a precon, and you take 2 halves. There's 3 different colors. 5 different colors, excuse me, and you take any 2 colors and you mix them, and that's your deck. And so the idea is, and then you want to take them apart, and then you can mix and match, and you keep taking turns and see which combos you like. And then my thought was I was going to get 2 sets. I just only got the 1 so far, but
yeah,
I wanted to do a draft cube out of uncards actually.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yes, an undraft would be fun. I want Denim Horlin. Okay, so I played in the unglued, the original unset pre-release. My friend Josh is iconic. He's a famous story person that you could read about him in an Inquest magazine, or maybe it was Duelist, where they talked about how this guy was attacked. That was me attacking with a denim or Herloon Wrangler, which has denim walk. He's wearing jeans. He stands up. He drops trowel. And blocks because he's no longer wearing denim.
That's you? That's you guys?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I guarantee you that happened multiple times. That may not be us, but I'm telling you that exact thing happened to us during the pre-release, It was
That's
probably us, but it might have been someone else. I don't know that specifically, but I know for a fact that fucking thing happened to us. And I was like, I remember that motherfucker didn't wear underwear. So he's sitting there cupping his dick and balls and just, I attack.
yeah, it does a little much. It's just too damage. It's just too damage. It's fine.
I'm like, all right. Oh,
You
okay.
don't need to see that.
You take 5 damage. Shit.
You're probably
2
it's
damage.
here. You are now on a couple of
2
registries.
damage.
Have
Yeah.
fun with that.
We were like, oh my god, it was, yeah. The fucking organizer's like, what the fuck, Josh? Trying to pull the pants back up. He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't want to die. And then he got to play Big Furry Monster, which is why he did that's the only reason why he blocked. I was like, you fuck. I was like, that was worth it. That was totally worth it. He's like, I'll never do that again. He's like, that was the most embarrassing thing I ever did. I was like,
Yeah, right. You did that next turn. Don't lie to me.
oh. No, that's the only time he ever did that. He was like, I never got to play this. He just really wanted to play Big Furry Monster. It's the only time he got to play the entire tournament too. Oh god.
I used to go to
Wild
tournament
West life.
pre-releases when I was in college.
Me too.
And my favorite one I think was the Dissension pre-release, which is like the third Ravnica, like the original Ravnica block, the third set from that.
Man,
Because I always got a shirt when I was there, and for whatever reason,
Me
that
too.
year I asked for a shirt, and they were like, "Sweet, here you go," and they gave me a staff shirt, and I'm like, excellent.
Yes, evil.
I didn't do anything with it, but I still have it. Like I've gotten rid of a lot of my other Magic shirts, but I've kept that staff shirt, even though it's ratty and full of holes.
Oh yeah, dude, I have every single Magic. Oh, so a couple years ago, I took all my Magic shirts out of rotation and just put them in a tub.
Ooh.
Because I don't want to use them anymore. I don't want them. I want the prints are starting to fade. I'm like, no.
Oh yes.
No, I need. I want to make a quilt with them someday. You know.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, because like I have a few of those, and then I have the 2 movie sets I worked on, and then I have a few event staffs for comic conventions. I want to make a quilt with those. I think it'd be neat.
Ooh, have you seen the news about the Pokemon card that sold for a bunch of money?
Who cares? It's one running on booster box. We got sidetracked. You were asking about my business. So I worked at the store.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, so as someone with ADHD, or as someone who's neurodivergent, because it's more than just ADHD, someone who's neurodivergent, it's sometimes very hard for us to hold jobs. So I would cycle through jobs, 9 months at most, on a job. I worked at this game store nearly 3 years. And I got laid off because of that was the last recession, I think. 2008, okay. 2009, is that right? 2010?
Anyway. 2008 began, yeah.
Yeah, it really hit him like near the end of it. Like he started because business was down everywhere.
Yeah.
And so 100%. He actually had to get a second job. So we were basically helming the store, and he's had another job, a regular 9 to 5 to pay his bills. That's how bad it was. Yeah. So it was just me and the wife running the store. My wife at the time. Yeah. I get laid off. She's still working for a little bit. She gets laid off and then he's got to be at the store because he can't really hire anyone else. So he has to be at the store, and then he also works a 9 to 5. So the store's got weird hours. Like it was yeah. Long story short, my friend, my good friend, my closest friend at the time, like a brother, is a brother. We don't really talk much anymore. We do marathons, movie marathons on my Twitch sometimes.
Nice.
But he came into some money, and we decided to open a business together. My wife, me, and him. So we started a business, and we were like, well, let's start doing conventions. That way we do our normal 9 to 5s, and then we just, we take off the 3-day weekends, or every couple weeks there's another board game convention in the Southwest. Take off those weekends and go and do these, and then at some point it'll make enough money, hopefully, that we can do it all the time, and then maybe we'll go have a store someday. We're just gonna build small. We were just starting to start to be successful. We'd driven all the way up to San Luis Obispo to a convention at a college that was out for the summer. So we were just in the cafeteria. The whole convention's in the cafeteria. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. There's some you meet some characters in the board gaming industry in the
That
like
is 100%
convention.
true. Yes.
Like you go to a convention, you're gonna meet some wacky characters and some real creepers. There's some real creepos you gotta be careful of.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Uh, in it's not like it's their fault. They're just very lonely, sad people who only come to these conventions and it's their human connection. So like I get it. I'll probably be that person someday. Got it. Moving on. But the point is like you gotta be careful because some of them are a little sleazy. You hear stories. Stories get around, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, steer clear of those people. So like, yeah, but like the most part, mostly lovely people, just lovely people, mostly families, people who like a lot of polycules will come like as a group, because a lot of polycules are spread across the country, and so they meet together and get to be together at conventions and stuff. So
Great time.
I mean, I imagine that's how a lot of my polycules will end up being. So
Yeah,
that's life. Yeah,
it is.
bed and breakfast in my future. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
Well, that's not a bad idea.
yeah, right. Just someone make me food, thanks. I just want to exist for a little while. It's like it's like free of
But
anything. Any concerns? So it's a room someone else takes care of, and you've got food. So you're like,
that would be great,
it's
wouldn't
like,
it?
yeah, I don't know. That's like actual vacation, right? It's like an actual break from existence. The
No,
only thing you have to do
you
is
can't have.
all you have to do is like keep yourself clean. Like you have to like take a shower and make sure you're not a filthy mess.
Awfully lot of work.
It is, especially when you got so many surfaces. I have extra surfaces now. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. Then we got a divorce and everything went shit, and here I am now. So yeah,
Okay.
I used to have a collection of hundreds and hundreds of board games, but I had to abandon most of them in Texas when I escaped my abusive aunt.
Yeah, I mean
I
that
have like
was
10 board
necessary.
games left.
Or are they
Yeah,
good ones?
my favorites: Wealth of
Oh
Nations,
well,
all Arkham Horror with all the expansions, Android that's signed by the creator, all my Arkham Horror. I had the designer of Arkham Horror Second Edition and Android sign every single rulebook I had, like all of them, every rulebook
nice.
and the box. I'm like, you were signing the inside, not the outside.
You're doing all of them.
Zombicide. The one I wish I'd kept my Last Night on Earth set, because I had a big fucking set of Last Night on Earth. I had most of the set. I was missing the woods. Was the only thing I was missing, and I had like twice as many zombies. I had a fucking Mall Madness that I had modified and completely customized for
Oh, I love it.
for like a Dawn of the Dead scenario. I mean, like I should have kept that. I don't know what happened. I think that's in one of the boxes that just never got here. A bunch of my Magic cards never got here either. I had my decks.
Oh,
I had my decks in 3 card cases. I
yeah.
had like 30, 40 decks, and so they just never made it here. My binders of rares never made it here.
Box.
I'm assuming my cousin just fucking sold them.
Probably. Yes.
But
Not to speak ill of your cousin.
no,
But
speak
probably.
ill. They're ill.
Okay.
They're ill. Just trust
All
me
right.
on that.
Sounds good. All right. I will. I will speak ill of them. It was their fault.
Look,
They're terrible people.
do you trust anybody who cut me off?
I don't think so.
There you go.
Do they have a good reason to cut you off?
No,
Well, then no, I do not trust
I'm just
them.
related to my parents. That's it.
Yeah, that's good enough sometimes, you know.
I guess I don't share their views at all. As we
Well,
all know.
no, that much I can tell.
I am way more liberal.
What? Who's ever heard of a more liberal kid? That never happens. It's always the parents that are way more.
So yeah, did you have any other questions that we had addressed?
I mean, those were the big two. Because I was
3, I
mostly
guess,
just wondering
technically.
what's going on. The only other thing like I saw on Twitter earlier was that there's like a Miskatonic film school.
What?
It's like a Miskatonic, which is straight out of like Lovecraft. There's like a film school, and they're starting their spring semester here soon. And I
Okay.
was like, that's so weird.
Whatever.
I don't know. I just heard
I would
about that. And I was
say
like, hey,
um, a lot of people who do film would probably be better off just doing instead of learning.
Just doing.
Just get a camera and say use that money to get a camera and just start making some fucking stupid films until you figure it out.
I think it was that
Research.
wasn't just making.
There's
Also,
enough.
like,
There is enough free learning
hey,
on
Steve.
YouTube and on the internet to teach you anything about film history, anything about film technique. You don't need that school, unless that's how you learn. You know,
That's
unless
true.
some people learn specifically in that way, and that's for you. What's not for a lot of people is just to go out and fucking do. I wish I'd just gone out and do instead, but I wasted
I bet
5
you
years.
could. I mean, I don't know, like,
I will
if
in the
you can
future.
stand.
I'm going to in the future. I'm going to stretch those legs eventually. I can't hear. I have a tub of props in my closet. You know, I have stuff I need to.
Somehow.
I have a bunch of stuff that are just like pieces that I need to put together and like make a custom thing out of. Because I've got like this drink dispenser that I gotta like replace these tube things and I connect these tubes to another piece and then like make it like a mad scientist. I have like a whole idea I'm going with.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I'm actually. It's funny. When I do move out eventually, I'm gonna do prop building streams, right? Just build shit and.
That'd be such a great idea.
One of the things I really want to do is, like Star Wars, like the Star Destroyer, right? How they make that ship and it's all agreeable. I want to make my own ship with that kind of size, with that kind of for filming with Greeble, and I want to do it all live on stream. I want to build the whole thing. I'm gonna take over my kitchen table, but that's what I want to do. You know.
Like I think that'd be great. I don't know of anyone else doing that on Twitch
No one's
right
doing
now.
it. I mean, there are plenty of crafters doing like costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
And props, but like I want to just build a spaceship. I've always it's always something I've always wanted to do. Like just. I've been fascinated with model building. I look at spaceship models all the time, and like, I just stare at all the greebling. You're like, oh, I recognize that. That's a steering wheel from a car model. Oh, that's a fucking piece of tread, and that's a GI Joe backpack. You know, like things like that. Then I want to just do that. I want to build a spaceship. I want to do like a 5 foot long, 200-pound, like just a big ass spaceship.
Yeah, I love it. Do you?
Hey, Wolfden, how's it going, buddy?
Do you have a type of spaceship that you like? For instance, like, are you a fan more of like the sleek, sexy spaceships, or do you like the fact that spaceships can just be like a cube because there's space and there's no drag in space?
I like 80s futurism when it comes to my ship design.
Okay.
So bulky, square, alien.
Kind of like those too.
Alien 79, like the fucking Nostromo type feel.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like a little late 70s, little early 80s type feel too. Like I don't know, like that kind of stuff. I really like the ship designs in Silent Running. Have you seen that?
I have not seen that. Let me look that up.
That is a great hippies in space movie. This guy is ordered to blow up all this this hydroponics thing, and he decides to say fuck you, and fucks off at the whole thing, and lives with these three droids. It's called Silent Running. And he fucks off with his 3 droids, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they just have stoner adventures in space. It's great. It's fun. It's an interesting movie about being okay with yourself. Okay. It's by Douglas Trumbull, who's the guy who did the special effects for Star Wars. It was his first movie, I think maybe his only movie, that he directed and also did all the special effects for.
Was the spaceship called the Valley Forge?
Yep.
Okay.
And I've had a fascination with that spaceship name for a long time, and that'd probably be the name of the
great name for a spaceship. I do agree with that. Now listen, Pinterest, I don't care. I was gonna show it on my stream, but I can't think of a good way of doing it, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
It's not important.
I like it. Like that is very industrial. Like it's got kind of like almost interchangeable parts and like those like little pods and stuff. Like that's a really cool like way of doing that.
Like that, like Space 1999, the Falcon, good shit. But of course Star Wars. I like Star Wars because better than like Star Trek because Star Trek's way too sleek.
Star Trek is very sleek, especially compared to Star Wars.
And it feels like in the 90s, every car got all sleek and weird, and there's no life. That's what it feels, kind of lifeless and sleek. And I feel like I'm more interested in the 80s futurism, like Blade Runner or Star Wars, where everything's kind of retrofitted and like we had this one thing, and then we had to make it another thing, and we did another thing with it, and this old technology from here we put over here, that kind of stuff.
Articulous TV is saying that he enjoys
the
pyramid starships from Stargate.
Oh, by the way, you'll notice I have a whole bunch of new user point things. What are they called? What are these things? Fucking reward points. Yeah. I
I'm gonna
have
cash in on all of
I
them.
have an ad break which you can pay for now. I have
Oh,
I have whoa, I didn't put the where's the other? Oh, talk sexy for 1 minute. So I can, hey, how's it going? Hi. I had a friend, friend come in and like they were in the chat and they're like said something like, I'm sorry, what? And they went blushes. I'm like, I have a power. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I have a power. So, hi everybody, you can pay 5,000 user
hello.
points to get this for a whole minute.
How many points is that? Do you remember?
5,000.
5,000. Guess what? 2 whole minutes.
Oh
Next time you're doing an art stream with your
no!
sister.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. With great power comes high utility bills. That's great. So yeah, what are we gonna talk about next? What are we on next?
I don't know. Those were like the big ones that I had in mind. Actually, can we go back to starships real quick? How do
Yeah,
you feel about the Mon Calamari cruisers from Star Wars? Because I really hate them.
I
I don't
like
know
them.
why. I just do.
Earth One, Home One's really cool. I like that ship. It's a really cool
I just
capital
don't like
ship.
the design of it. Like
It
it's
makes
always
sense. They're
it's
cephalopods though, so it makes sense that their ship is
yes,
the way it
hundred
is.
percent. It just looks unfinished, and maybe it is
They are
unfinished.
unfinished.
I
That's the
don't
thing.
know.
It is unfinished. It's basically as built as they could get. It works enough that they can fucking start going. They're literally building the
Yeah,
damn thing as it goes, like because they're the Mon Calamari is suppressed by the so like the Mon
oh,
Calamari is
100%. Yeah,
oppressed by the
they have to
by
build
the
all
Empire, and I
the
believe the ships are built on the Outer Rim elsewhere in secret. So yeah,
yes,
I'm
yeah.
guessing Home One was probably rushed in production. It looks a little unfinished for a reason.
Maybe I don't know.
The regular cruisers, I take or leave. They're a bit too sleek. Once again, we're talking about. But I like Home One because it's like there's like all these girders that are naked and
That
exposed.
is true. Yes,
There's like
it
fucking
definitely looks
wiring just
like a
hanging in
rebel
there.
ship.
You like there's that one angle you just like there's a fucking like bunch of wires just shoved into it. You're like okay, like giant tubes probably full of like shit. I
I
love it.
think the only thing I dislike about the Star Wars universe is the fact that the technology changes all the time, but everything looks and functions exactly the same as it always has.
Hmm. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Exactly.
I
That's not even a big complaint, but
I get it. No, I mean, no, it is what it is. I mean, like, I don't think George Lucas thought that deep into the space wizards in space with laser swords. I mean, it's
probably
not
not.
sci-fi. It's technically science fantasy. Because
I
it's
know,
so
and
just
it's
it's
great
so
science
it's
fantasy.
so like disconnected from any kind of reality that it's just fantasy at this point. Using science as like a very basis, which is what I like to call like this. That's like the sci-fi movies of the 50s. Same thing. It's science fantasy. It's not at all realistic, but it's just fun.
Just like we can speak with every single, sentient creature in the entire
Oh
universe.
yeah, get the universal translator. I mean, we're
Yep.
actually almost have a universal translator. Google,
We are. We're
well, Google has
really
that
close.
babble fish thing you put in your fucking ear, dude,
Yeah.
and it
Which
literally
is weird.
translates.
I don't
I
know if
mean,
I
like,
trust that.
it's just a little fucking headphone
I
dongle,
know.
but Bluetooth, and it connects to your phone. And I'm like that. I'm like, I want that. I'll take that. Thanks.
Yeah, I wonder why it's not more like adopted. Because
Give
I
me
feel like that would
headphones
be
with that installed,
yeah, that'd
and
be
then I can
great.
watch like movies and shit. Right? Think about that. You can watch movies in another language. You can just have a conversation with someone who's in just Japanese or something. You're like,
Yeah,
don't speak a lick,
that'd
lick of
be
English. You're just talking back and forth. I'm sure there's a
I would
bit of
love that.
there's a little bit of like, okay, wait, what the fuck? Can you explain what you're saying right there? When you mean this, do you mean this? Because this is what this means here. Like, oh no, because there's a mistranslation a lot. But I mean, like,
Oh, yes.
but like, if you just are intelligent and stand like a patient, you can sort through all that. It's pretty easy. You start learning when they say this phrase. That's what that actually means. The word doesn't translate properly into your language. You're like, okay.
Do you and one thing that I've always wondered is how like a lot of times
Because they're
like you'll
not
be
like
reading
equivocal.
something.
There's not like an equivocal word sometimes. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I
But
mean. I'm
suppose
sorry. I wasn't trying to imply there's like a deficit in the language. There's just not an equivocal term sometimes, especially when it comes to the word love. It's like we just have one word, but there's thousands of different types of love out there. The way people love each other is just it's different. So
100%. Yeah, and I always wonder that because like there are like all these other sayings in other languages that aren't English that and people are always like, well, there's no real English translation, but if you put it into English, it's blank. And I always wondered if it works the other way because I never hear about it from that perspective, just because I only speak English.
Hmm.
Uh,
I don't know.
But then I'm also like, I wonder if it's just because the people who translate it just don't speak the two languages well enough, kind of a thing.
Why are my
I
captions
I
not
don't know.
working? Let me reload my captions. They're apparently not working.
Your captions are working. Good for you for having captions. I'm not entirely sure if I
Oh,
have
it's
them
a little
or know how to
plugin.
use them.
It's a little extension you add in your on your dashboard. You go to your
Okay,
dashboard. And there's extensions. You go
did you look through
there,
there?
and then the extension's called Stream Closed Captioner. So you just search on the discovery. You type the little search box, Stream
Yeah.
Closed Captioner, and then you install it, and then it take it. Then you, yeah, I can take you from there if you want. If you want to set it up, you
Cool.
can do it right now if you want.
No, no,
Okay.
because I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
Before next stream, just let me know. Well,
Or next stream, it
you
will
can
be there.
install the plugin right now with no problem. It won't do anything until you activate it. So you can install it into your dashboard so you don't forget about it. You do that
Okay.
now, and then before next stream, I'll show you how to set it up. It's really easy.
Yeah.
I just keep the control panel pinned and open. And I just had it, and the problem is I've had it open since Tuesday, and it timed out on the certificate, so I had to reload the thing and turn it back on. That's all it really was. But now I've got subtitles that are all over your face. Anybody who's watching the subtitles, you can actually move that anywhere you want. It's a movable object.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, yeah. It's a little hovering thing. I like to put it off,
That's
you know. So in your case, they'd probably put it up in the void there, you know.
that is a good spot for it. I don't know what to put in the void.
See, like I
Which
can
is
do this. I can hit a chat button. I have my chat here. We're talking about chats. I just hit a button to show my chat. I just have it hidden. So I have a chat. If I wanted to bring the chat, I can just bring it in whenever I want.
Ooh, chat in, chat out.
Well, if you have if you're using OBS Studio, you can have all these different scenes set up, and then you can nest them all in one scene. So you can be one scene and just have elements that you hide and show. I like 15
Yeah,
different
but
versions of my camera. They just turn on and off.
I mean, I've done that before, but I did that for a Final Fantasy stream where I had a
Yeah.
bunch of just images that I would turn on and off as
Mhm.
I captured monsters that I needed. So I'm slowly learning. My stream is slowly getting a little fancier every time.
In Chinese, there's no difference between crow or a raven.
Huh. Well,
Interesting.
then right now,
Okay, so Nessie says they say I know that. Sorry, I just went cross-eyed. I know I looked at it too strong. I know that it does work the other way around for sure. For example, in Chinese, there's no difference between crow and a raven, but there are definitely words in Chinese that don't directly translate. Yeah, and there's terms in French in every language ever. I think it's both ways for everybody, and that's why I think
oh yeah,
like if everyone just uses a little intelligence and patience, we can figure it out together, and there can be beautiful communication. And I just can't wait for that thing to happen. And eventually, it'll get so refined that we don't have to figure it out. It'll just figure because we'll finally be able to like teach it to do these things at this and then this kind of instance when someone says this phrase, what they mean is this, and we can finally get around to like finding words for some of those things that we don't have in English. There's like so many different kinds of like longing and loving and like and caring for things in Japanese that do not have an equivocal thing in America and English. We just have the
yeah.
word
Like
love.
for instance,
I love you. You're my
Articulus.
friend, but there's a specific kind of love. So there's kind of word for that love, you know, in many languages.
Yeah, Articulus is saying that nakama supposedly is and I probably said that way wrong. Is a Japanese word that means means a friend that is more than a friend, but is not a romantic interest.
Or I need that word.
It's
No, I'm looking.
Nakama.
Nakama.
You can't just look
Nakama?
at my
I think
chat.
I have your chat open.
I know it's fine.
Um, means
Jumping in my
colleague,
chat.
compatriot, friend, or comrade.
And like I said, that's probably like just like the closest they could get to us.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, like it's I find that stuff kind of fascinating, and I have in my as I've aged and experienced things, I have expanded my understanding of what love is through just people. People
Oh
taught
yeah,
me
100%.
different dimensions of love. It's interesting because like now I can just love somebody. They don't have to have the same kind of love for me back. I'm receiving love from them, but they're not. Like I can be in love with someone and they can just be loving me as a friend, and I'm okay with that because
No, that's good.
that love back is just enough. It's just friendship's
It's a
great.
hard thing to do too.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to grapple with, and it has been a long process. It has taken me this whole fucking year to just grasp at this. this
That's okay.
last
We're
year.
only 21 days into this year, so
No,
you're
this
doing pretty
last
good.
year. I
But
mean, this last
I know I was just being a dick.
2020,
I'm sorry.
which was already a hard enough year. Agape, Philia, Eros, Storg. I don't know what's that. Storg? Storge? I don't know. The Greeks knew their loving shit. Yeah, like there's like
Oh,
I don't know. Is that Storge? Someone phonetically spelled that out for me. I think I'm saying that wrong.
and
Storja?
smorgasbord. It actually just means sandwich. It's fine.
Storga? Oh, give me a Storga. No, no, no. No, but I mean, like, there's lots of languages where there's so many more dimensions to love. Like, I'm, I just learned from my friend Nessie here about queer platonic relationships, which are kind of like polyamory, but not quite. It's a little different
Yeah.
because it's not. It's just friendship, but it's more than friendship for some. It's like it's friendship plus plus. It has a commitment involved, and it's like I don't know. I'm like fascinated by it. I'm still learning.
Huh.
I'm probably getting things wrong, but I'm still learning. Storge. Hey, Storge. I do a lot of storing with my gay. I'm sorry.
I appreciate puns. Please keep them coming.
Bigger than
Have
a
you
stogie.
have you ever played Punderdome?
I don't know what the fuck that is, so no.
Punderdome is literally just like uh two people compete. They get two cards and they both have to make a pun based off of those two cards.
Oh, I'm
And then
terrible at that
everybody
game.
else at the table judges, and whoever wins that round of the Punderdome.
I'd be so bad at that game. I'm so bad at
I
puns.
am terrible at it, but I love
It's
it.
like
My
I
friend
can't.
is
I
so
like.
good
I'm
at it.
sorry. I'm sorry, gays. I cannot do like a lot of like girls are super into like dad jokes. I can't do dad jokes. I can't do puns. I'm not. That's not where I'm witty.
I love
I
them.
will write you a fucking 14-page poem about how goddamn beautiful you are, but I cannot come up with a fucking pun to save my life. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll write you a thesis about how much I love you, but I cannot. I repeat, I cannot give you a dad joke if you put a gun to my fucking head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things. I could give you a 37 fucking page soliloquy about how you move the heavens for me, but I can't, for the life of me, generate
It,
a joke on command.
it's fine. You just gotta wait for like an
I
I'm
can be
blank
funny,
kind
but
of
it
thing.
just happens sometimes. I just coincidentally I'm funny sometimes.
The like all you have to do is like if they like put that gun to your head and be like make a joke now or shoot, I'm serious. You just be like, "Hi, serious, I'm dead," and then you gotta be like, "Boom,
Bang
what's up?"
bang. You better pull that fucking trigger. I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, like fuck that. Storge. What is this? What is Storge? I'm gonna look that up now. That's what happened. Just Ancient Greek, where a familial love refers a natural or instinctual affection, such as love of a parent towards offspring and vice versa. Oh, okay, that's very, very fucking wholesome. All right, I was expecting like some something. Eh.
What's your
Oh,
Oedipus?
okay.
And then you took it a little too
Agape is
far.
unconditional love. Philia is affectionate love. Eros is sexual love, and Storge is sibling familial love. They answered me in the chat before I even Googled it.
See, your chat's on it, man.
I got
My chat is making puns, and I honestly think my chat is better than
okay.
your chat, but I don't want to
So
like
Nessie
go there.
says two fish are in a tank. One says to the other, "Are you sure you know how to drive this thing?" Oh God. Oh God. I almost
Oh,
butchered it, but
so
then like I
good.
saved it, and it was just like, oh man.
That's
See?
so good.
Unconditional love, yes, and agape, aphilia, eros are very things I strongly feel. I have some sibling love, but like, yeah, I'm really into the eros. Eros is fun stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, orgasms are cool, you know.
That is true. There is some coolness to them.
My
Just a
favorite is
little
when
bit.
like they're so stupefied by this. They're like, I don't, what's going on? And you just say some random ass shit to them. They're like, what?
What? Huh?
Just like what the fuck? Just like, yeah. There's the befuddled cloud from the too many orgasms. It's a different kind
Can't
of love.
say I've had that problem before.
It's a little harder for us. It requires
No, that's
prostate
true.
stimulation.
That is true.
It requires very specific prostate stimulation and practice, and not everybody can do it, which is a fucking shame. Which is a shame, you
You
know.
you will have to go out and teach them all.
Mm-mm.
I believe in you, Elise. You can do it.
Oh no,
Anything
no,
that you put
I'm
your
very
mind.
inexperienced. Don't ask me. I just know a lot. I'm just doing too much. I know just know too much.
Articulate says that's a fucking shame.
Ha! Yeah, exactly, precisely. You got it. Finger guns.
The finger guns are still my favorite thing to do. I don't do it as much anymore,
Hey.
but
Oh.
there are weeks when I'm just like,
God. Oh. But yeah, I can be funny. I can make some dumbass joke about a movie that's playing, but like you can't expect me to just come up with a joke.
yeah, I
My
can never do
creativity,
stand
most of
up.
my creativity comes with building off of other things. Like I know, like most artists, all artists are inspired by things in their vicinity or in their life and their experience of art, and you whether they know it or not. And so, I understand that concept, but I mean, like, I literally am better at collaborative art. It's like what I'm really strong on point. Someone is building on others' ideas and like improving them. I know I just shit all over everyone's ideas. My point is like
You know, I was gonna say, oh
I'm very
boy.
creative. So I get inspired. It's like when I make a magic card. It's not out of the ether. It's usually inspired by something I'm watching. I go, oh, can I do that kind of effect in magic? And then I'm sitting there and I try to like just figure out how the fucking text box should make the thing that I think should sound like it's doing to pull off the whatever I'm thinking. You know, like
Have you
stuff like
made
that.
your own set before, or is it just individual cards?
I have attempted to make my own set several times. I've never finished it. That kind of thing that requires a
Same,
lot more attention.
same,
I used to have a notebook like this
same, same.
with card ideas. I don't that notebook. There's a bunch of notebooks that never made it here from Texas. A lot of stuff never made it here from Texas. Because there was just a couple boxes where I just threw a little bit of everything in them, and some of those boxes never made it here. So it's like, yeah, some notebooks. My film notebooks never made it, so I had to start. That's why I started the new film logs here for the last 7 years of film review. But I had like
Yeah, you got.
I had from 2007 to 2011. I did 2012 was a hell year. That was one of the worst years of my life. That's when I got to my divorce. It was just a bad year in general.
Yeah, doesn't sound like a good one.
Yeah, it was a rough year, and so I didn't watch a lot of movies that year. I don't think I even like recorded it in a notebook anywhere. So that whole year is just a leap year, a gap in my brain. But yeah,
It
so
doesn't count.
I fully expect someday that Letterboxd won't exist. So I went and cataloged and took all the notes.
That's not a bad idea.
I have all these annotations for like who I've watched it with, what version, if it's a different version, that kind of thing. I'm a big nerd. This is trash. There's a trash pile right there, and I gotta pick.
Okay, I was like,
It's just like it's my bottles and boxes, and I just put them in a specific bag to they go in the
Get 'em
recycle.
done.
The rest of the garbage goes in the garbage, and then I have a garbage bag here. But like that's the recycle, so it goes in a different thing, and I just throw it on. It's just in a pile there. It's just like it's not like it's
all
pick,
all
pick,
my trash just goes underneath the space between my computer monitors until I feel ashamed of myself, and then I take care of it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I used to have like piles of tissues here because I didn't have an ashtray for a long time, and I would just put my embers in a tissue and then have to stamp out the fire. And
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I
it was a
think
whole
one of the
process.
first. I feel like one of the first times I watched you stream, you caught one of those Kleenex on fire.
Yeah, you saw the fire from the bottom of the screen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I did.
Infamous
Yes,
moment on my channel that no one clipped. Yep.
I did. I was still relatively new. I still am. Like, if you were like, "Hey, I need you to clip this," I'd be like, "Dude, I don't know. I don't know how to do that."
I have a button on my thing now to make clips and put
That's-
timestamps in the
fancy, I get
stream, and to run an
I just
ad.
know. Like when I try to do like even when I try to like afterwards, if I try to do clips of my own stuff, I just feel like it's overly cumbersome.
And the thing is like the big streamers just pay their mods to do it. It's like, hey,
That's true.
one day a week, I need you to come through this specific week. You are on the Monday. You have to scrub through Monday's stream. You're on Tuesday. You just assign it. You pay them money. I would love to someday be able to pay my. I want that. That would be the dream, right? Make enough money to pay my bills, and then make enough money on top of that to pay my mods, You know, because that's a bill to me. I want to pay the mods who are here and doing
Yeah.
the work. Especially if my stream's that hopping, they're going to be doing a lot more work. As a trans streamer, it's a bit rough. It can be a bit rough for high activity streams because you get a lot of trolls.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kick them out.
But that's why your mods have to do a lot more work. Then they have to answer silly questions. Like someone will come in like, oh, how do you know you're trans? And you have to have like, all right, mods, your job's now. You have to do this command. We have to make a command. So now when they ask that, you're like, here you go. Here's some resources because people come to you and like, hey, I think I might be trans. Like, look, here's some resources. I can't be your trans mom. I'm sorry. I don't know enough. I'm still trying to figure shit out myself. So like, here's resources. I use these same things. You figure it out. I help you all the luck. I recommend you see a therapist because they're gonna make you do it anyway to start your transition. So you might as well just get right on there. It's like just there you go. Just go and book yourself a therapy appointment. You gotta do that first. They're gonna make you do that anyway before you get drugs. So just go.
Find a therapist. Yeah. Move out of England. You'll be okay. I support you.
Move out of England? Oh, I know.
I feel so bad for them over there. I'm just like, what's going on? Like,
we got our medical rights restored at least here.
Yeah.
Fucking executive order yesterday. So there's that.
No, that's true. That's true.
I can't be denied a fucking ambulance ride anymore.
At least not for 4 more years.
And the UK is currently a hellhole, yeah. Yeah, for 4 more years till the next guy writes an executive order, rewording it again, thus excluding this again. It's gonna be a battle. It's the problem. And people are like, "Oh, you're just whining." Like, motherfucker, I'm battling for my existence. My existence. You know how precarious our existence is as a people? Like, fuck. I disavow. I don't stand by any nation state. I am a person who lives in a state. I respect its laws. And that's about it. I am not.
Yeah, right. I want one world government. Let's go right now.
Hey, now let's not get conspiracy now. But yes, I mean what? But yeah,
it's the only way the aliens are gonna come visit us.
We need to just band together and take over like Sweden, kick everybody out, and just make it our own, and then like we'll just be the new Swedish Empire.
Let's go.
The trans Swedish Empire. We'll call it Transatlantis or something like that. Transylvania. Transylvania. We gotta go take over Transylvania. Who the fuck am I talking about? We gotta take over, and that's hello. It's in the fucking name. Well, that's it. We gotta conquer Transylvania. I mean, they don't have to even change the name anymore. We'll just be like, yeah, we're vampires. Fuck off.
It'd be perfect.
And we can all be goth, and people would just think we're vampires. It'd be great.
Yep. There we go. It'd be perfect.
Cause you know how many fucking freshly out of the shell trans girls go straight to the goth aesthetic? It's pretty. I mean, me included, mind you, but it's pretty impressive actually watching.
Trust me.
I've seen a lot of eggs cracked in this year. A bunch of people in my timeline's eggs cracked this year. I'm like, that's fucking cool. So like, I know some of these people. I'm like, I know that chick when she was like, she had like a 4-foot beard. She was cool. I liked her. And then like now, please tweet this. People need to know. People need to what? Oh, okay.
About the one world government?
No, about the
Transylvania?
Transylvania, yeah. Hey.
You should have them make a clip, and then they can tweet it themselves, and you can retweet it. Like,
yeah, I know, right?
Let's have your people.
We should do a clip, yeah, right? I can't be the first person to mention that. I can't be. It's so easy. It's low-hanging fruit. The name is Trans in it, right?
Well, no, it was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The proud trans people need to know of their homeland. Clipping. Aw, Nessie. Wrong camera. Our Cooney cameras.
Hello, not my wife, you.
Are you sure you're not your wife? You should double check.
As far as I know, it's not, but I would love it because my wife on stream went into her bedroom to go to bed. So if she's watching me instead of doing anything else, that would be hilarious to me. And if so, hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Oh, what is this? What's going on?
What is this?
Oh, sorry. Yay. Sorry, someone responded to my thing like, what the fuck? I was like, what? Pink it is. And as a response to the Make a Demon original character, like they had like they put up the thing and each comment changes a different aspect. I chose pink for eye color. There you go. I couldn't remember what I chose. That was like 5th comment or something. 5th comment was eye color.
By the way, Steve, the demons that you guys are going to be facing later on, I feel bad for you. I just want to say that now.
Oh my God.
I'm putting them. I have
so cruel. You're such a cruel mistress.
a D&D campaign where we're going to the first level of hell, and who boy, that
You are
ending
a
is
cruel mistress of the
brutal.
dungeon, I assume.
It I've listen, I'm
Bit
up front
sadistic.
and I am like, listen
As a
guys, things
fellow
are going to start
sadist,
getting tough.
I approve.
I literally like the next time that we play, I'm going to sit them down and be like, how attached to your characters are you? Because I need to know what punches I need to be pulling so that I don't make you guys very upset when I just like one shot you because you guys are dumb. So we're gonna have that chat next time that we play.
Oh,
Sorry,
what the
punched my
fuck did you do? I was like, what is
I,
that? What the hell?
I punched my pop filter.
Oh, I've
Uh,
done that so many times. I don't even use pop filter. I should, but like I
well,
need to get
that's a
in.
pop filter. It's not a pop
This is
filter.
not.
That's a
This
filter.
is a wind filter. It makes a difference.
That is weird.
Yeah.
It's okay. I talk over my pop filter, so I don't really know why I have it, but
You
whatever.
definitely should be
It's
talking
fine.
through the fucking pop filter. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm talking over it.
You're
That's
like not. The
how
microphone's not even arranged to your mouth. It's like way down here. You know,
I
you're
know,
supposed to
but you
talk
can hear
into
me.
the microphone.
You can hear me just fine, can't you?
No. I bet you'd
Oh,
be
you
louder
can't?
and clearer. On your stream, you're much quieter than you think you are, I think.
That very well could be.
You should definitely
I
talk
don't know.
into your microphone. Yeah. Now you just tilt the camera
See,
up a
now
little
it
bit.
feels weird.
Yeah,
How
but
you
that's
guys
because you
doing?
just gotta get used to the feeling of talking into the microphone.
Yeah, but it also covers up like half my screen.
I know, right? That's why I put it vertical on an arm.
I don't have the ability to do that.
Oh, that's because mine's on top of my. I clamped mine to my. I didn't clamp mine to this. Mine's clamped to the monitor mount. So I've got the. Oh, thank you, Nessie. I got this mount attached. This is attached to my monitors, so I can like move my monitor and the whole thing just fucking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't think about attaching it to. Well, actually, I don't think I can attach it to my monitor. I don't know.
I don't
Well,
think you're trying hard enough. Duct tape, you can do
that's
anything. I mean, you know I'm not wrong in this instance.
hey, you know what that was right there? That was a little bit of a dad joke.
Was it? Oh,
A little bit.
as an accident.
Dads
I
love their
swear.
duct tape.
You know, I learned
Duct
that
tape.
from Red Green though, which is a very Canadian thing. I know, but like my
Wait, you learned that from who?
Red Green.
Okay, can I bring up a really random thing because I know you're not
Absolutely.
talking about the same thing. So, have you heard of John Green and Hank Green?
Yeah, I know who they are.
They're the vlog brothers. They're both, they make videos. They're great
Wait, is
videos. They
that on
also have both
stream?
written books. They used
I'm
to
on the wrong window.
have a dog growing up named Red Green. And I'm like, their dog talked? That's amazing.
Okay. Downloading the clip. 36 megabytes. Holy crap. I wanted
What are you downloading?
the clip from the video. From
Oh, megabytes. I thought you said gigabytes.
megabytes. Did I say? I may have said gigabytes. I could have easily said gigabytes without realizing it. It happens all the time. My brain thinks one thing and does another. All the time.
Done for 7. We're just kind of chatting about whatever pops into our head, if I'm being completely honest.
Yep, that's it. Nothing
Like,
fancy.
we don't plan anything. Like,
think
I came
this is
in with
too-
like 3 questions, and we covered those in like 20 minutes, and then we've just been trying to.
This might be too big for
fill up
Twitter.
time
Let's
since
find
then.
out.
What's going on there? What was that face for?
We must claim our true homeland, fellow trans folks. Trans folks. Do I use the X in this case? I can't remember. I don't think I used the X. Trans people.
Do I have thoughts
I'm gonna
on
avoid
Trump
this.
or Biden? Of course I do. Fuck Trump. Biden is at best okay.
He's a look. You would be wrong if you thought he was left. He is center right. You know, true left.
Oh yeah,
Bernie Sanders is real left.
Bernie Sanders, my man, Bernie Sanders.
I wanted him so bad. I was so upset. You have no idea. You said megabytes. Oh, okay. The thing is, sometimes I will say gigabytes, or I'll say the wrong thing, and I don't know it.
Bad hearing altogether. Like,
Yeah, but
so,
sometimes
like, I'm not so worried.
But like
about
my brain
that.
will sometimes literally just throw out a word that I didn't mean. Like it replaces a word similar. when I don't know it until someone goes, "What?" and they explain. I'm like, "Oh, is that what I said?" Shit. Brain.
I'm talking about like 4 or 5 things. It's fine. It's fine.
Nessie says Biden is as exciting as his vanilla ice cream.
It's true. I like vanilla ice cream.
I know you do, which is why it's hilarious.
But I also am willing to admit that it is also just kind of like there. It just exists. And it's applauded because it exists, and it shouldn't be. Like, Biden needs to work, and he's done some okay things in the first couple days that he's had here. But at the same time, I like AOC is like really the only person I want to see running our government,
That would
and
be
I highly
interesting.
doubt that I will see her as the president ever. But if she ever runs, I will vote for her. So
Oh, I gotta put this in my Discord for the clips chat.
that being said, I've been loving the Bernie memes. Like,
Oh my god,
that
I had my politics chat
so
for the
good.
last 24 hours has just been Bernie in a chair and various things.
Yes.
I swear to God, there are no less than 50 of these memes in my Discord. I'm gonna go see. There's more. Oh, look,
It's so
there's
good.
another
They're
one.
all funny too.
Oh god.
Like, he just looks like he literally does look like he's like, we could have just done this as an email. Like, what's up with all the pomp and circumstances? To which I say, yeah, you could have.
My favorite meme was like the one where it was like, my man Joe Biden's out here, like he's like, this isn't the only thing he has to do today or something like that. I just fucking died because it's true. It's like, this guy's got to do more than just sit here and fucking talk. He's just like, I'm done.
That's all he does.
I need to go.
Yep. I need to go. I got stuff to do. I have a democracy to save. Damn it, let's go.
I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Done for Sever. This is not necessarily a Magic show. We started talking a lot about Magic, especially in the middle, because Elise used to own a board game shop, and she had a bunch of cards before they essentially just didn't make it with her from her trip from Texas. But so we talked about that. We talked about board games. So would I bum Trump? Like, would I let him be a bum? Yeah, I would totally let Trump be a bum. I'd have no problems with that. I would also try to do my best to, raise him into a slightly higher, standard of living, because I think that the way he treats bums is not how I treat bums. I give the homeless people around here money, and I probably shouldn't, but I do. You'll have to ask Elise that one. But I'm a trans woman, so I use the she/her pronouns. And I've taken like it's still weird for me to come out and say that. Like, even telling my friends that, sometimes I'm like, I'm sorry. I almost gotta apologize, and that's my own weird hangups about being trans. Mostly because I don't want to cause inconvenience to anybody else. But that's just always kind of how I've been, and I'm trying to get better. And I think I am technically getting better, but it's just weird, you know? Oh, trust me, Steve. I know that my existence is not an inconvenience. I just that one just I don't know. Cuz like especially cuz like you've seen me. Uh I wear my trans print proudly. Like I'm like I let people know that I'm trans, and like I still get a kick when I'm using like the male bathroom at work, and guys walk in and they get confused because I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Uh but yeah, I don't know.
Hello?
Welcome back.
You've just
How
been
you
sitting here
doing?
in silence?
I've literally just been
Jesus.
sitting here in silence.
Jesus, Josh. You're killing me, Smalls. Every game you can just ramble on. You couldn't ramble on for like 2 minutes I was playing?
I could not bring myself to do that whatsoever. It's not possible. What's going
I
on?
don't know what that comment even means. Anyway.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of weird comments in here, and I'm banning people as I need.
Oh wow.
Some people
I see
get
you.
longer
You are
ones. Some
having
people.
you got some trolls, buddy. You got to get rid of
Oh
them.
yeah, you know what though? Like, I just
All right. See, I'm gonna ban this person because I want to.
That
Sometimes.
that okay, that's fine. Like
That is
I
that is not
mistreated a
an
couple
okay
of
thing
them,
to ask somebody.
so it's
Anyway.
all good. I need to come up with a
Oh,
more robust
let's
like
see here.
policy for my
Oh, I
mods so
have
they
one
can.
too. I'm sorry. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, okay. You get out of here. Ban. Bye bye. Ah,
Trixie, the best thing, honestly, if you want people to call you what you want, just tell them that. Like literally, like when I came out as a trans woman, I got on Facebook and I was like, "Hey, these are my pronouns now. Please call me by them. This is my name now. Please use
and
that."
also, please definitely be jealous of the nice tits I'll have in the future.
I did not say that, but
Oh,
in my
see,
head, I was
I
like,
totally fucking said that
you
shit.
say that.
You know that I said that shit. Nah,
Yeah,
you
well,
don't.
you would say
I
that
wouldn't
shit.
really say that shit, but we did joke in the
That's
comments
why
about that shit.
that's
So
why
I should have
that's
said
why you're
that. That'd be
braver
great.
than I am.
Braver? Please. Impulsive, yes. Braver, no. I'm just fucking bipolar and I have impulsivity and shit. Dude. That's it. That's it. I'm not brave at all. Please. Please don't even. You like work a real fucking
You
job.
are
You're
brave. You've been through so much stuff in your life that I think I would probably just like curl up and just not move or not put myself out there ever. You know?
oh. Okay. See, from my perspective, it doesn't seem like it's so bad. I don't know. I'm sure I'm just
I think
minimizing. It's
just
fine.
the fact that you let somebody hit you with a chair and through a table, a flaming table that had barbed wire on it,
I
that
was
makes
hitting
you
him
braver than I
too.
will
I
ever
mean,
be.
come on. I did accidentally tag him in the balls earlier in the match, so it's not like I got my
Oh,
fucking.
that's not right.
I didn't mean to. It was like a, it was a nut shot, but like I'm supposed to kick in the thigh, and I did a little high up, and then clipped the sack, and he went down like a fucking sack of potatoes. It was like, oh, and I had to cover for him. I was like doing stomps on him and like posing, like, oh yeah. And he's trying to catch his fucking wind because he's like, oh. Because yeah, you wing one of those nuts, and it's like you've been shot. You're like, oh, can't breathe. Oh.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh boy. I'm not in the wrong body. The body just got the wrong. A lot of people don't like the wrong body narrative.
Yeah, it is a weird narrative. I don't always feel like
It's a
it. I
very
feel like my body
it's
is
a very
different.
it's a cis driven narrative.
But like at the same
Originally.
time, I'm proud of what my body has done in the past. Like me and my wife did a Tough Mudder when we were when I was a little younger. It was like 5 years ago. And like
Younger.
one of these things
A
I had
little
to like
younger.
literally like
Sorry.
carry my wife on my back like up this hill. And I was so proud that I could do it. And I'm like, that's not the wrong body. It's just not the body that I was shooting for, you know? So yeah, the wrong body one. Oh, you've done a Tough Mudder. Dude, aren't they a lot of fun? Like, here's the thing. I'm more than mildly out of shape. I was not as out of shape 5 years ago. And I did a half Tough Mudder. And that was great. Like I had a lot of fun doing it. The fact that I was able to complete it, I was very, very happy about. I don't know if I'd be able I don't think I'd be able to do one right now because I'm overweight. And I don't work out. So the fact that I'm overweight doesn't help the fact that I can't lift myself over anything.
I think I missed
Uh,
the boat. What story, Nessie? Did I forget to say? I don't. They said that I had
ooh.
not heard the story before, and I think I forgot to explain said story, and we were on looking at some other subject. And
Oh,
stuff.
that's fine. Yeah, let's go back.
I'd like, I just please, what? What did you want? What did you want me to expound upon? Yes, you are asking me to talk something at length. I will definitely talk at length when prompted. Do you need 100 facts about Los Angeles yet? Because I've got those primed and ready to go at any time. No, I'm kidding. It's just my favorite place on earth. I was just like, I love
Los
Angeles.
Angeles is you're a movie buff. I'm sorry. It was silly of me. I apologize.
It's the
I'm
only
actually
place. Listen to me. It's the only place where the stars shine brighter on the ground than the sky.
okay, but like, what about on my cell phone? Because they're pretty bright on my cell phone, and I don't really get to see stars in my neighborhood.
You had a tough life. Oh, you had a tough life, and you were talking about your flaming chairs. Oh yeah, you weren't here at the beginning. We were talking about my. I talked about my backyard wrestling experiences at the very beginning of the stream, and how I almost died doing backyard wrestling.
Yeah, it was intense.
Off the top of fell off a 2-story. I fell off the roof of a 2-story house. Was supposed to go through tables, missed the tables. Kind of bunked my head. I went head first through the first table, which I mostly missed. which caused me to caterwaul off into the pool, and like it whacked my head in the pool, and someone had to pull me out, and I almost drowned. Yeah, that was, I was 16, 17 when that happened. 17 when that happened. Fucked my knee up. I got wrapped in barbed wire once. I complained of that. Been hit
That's
with a
still
chair
so
a bunch.
great.
Into fire. It was.
Okay.
I was knocked, wrapped in the barbed wire, and power bombed through a fucking table.
Okay, like how? So are they special tables?
No, it's just a table. You just get a regular folding table. You need that metal strip. You take that metal strip out, the bottom, the support strip. That
Yeah,
you take that off. That's it. It's the only thing you do.
that's it.
Yeah, it's just a regular table.
That still sounds like it would be so painful.
It hurts, but it breaks your fucking fall. It's a lot more painful than falling through that thing than hitting the fucking floor because you bounce on the floor. And
Don't you bounce on the table?
No, it absorbs your impact because you still hit the floor through the table, but like you've slowed down now.
I don't know. I feel like that would be like
It
instead of
hurts,
hitting the
but
brick
like,
wall. Okay, no, that's fine. I mean, I believe you.
Hey,
You've done
Garbage
it.
Gamer is here. How's it going, buddy?
Garbage Gamer. That's
You
such
thought
a
you were
great
leading to
name.
Romantic Life? I was stupid. I was really dumb in high school. I was lashing
Isn't
out,
everyone dumb in high school?
Yeah,
Like,
I was just exceedingly dumb in high school. I was extra, like dumb plus plus. I just did a lot of things I don't recommend.
I recommend them though. You should do them. It builds
No,
character.
you can't say that. You're gonna be in trouble. You can't actually recommend people to backyard wrestling and then get hurt and you get.
Oh,
sued.
that's true. Sorry. Please do not backyard wrestle.
Thank
It's
you.
against Vince McMahon will personally sue you into just the depths of the world if you do that.
That's not true at all. It's
He
just
needs the
you
money.
become
Please do not do
liable for
that.
suing if you say you convince people to do backyard wrestling. And they say that person on Twitch told me that I should do it.
That's right.
So that's why
That's
you don't
me.
want to get sued.
No one can tell.
In this litigious
that
country, you don't want to get sued for something so innocuous as a joke, Sarcasm does not work on everybody, so you gotta be careful.
That's true. Sarcasm does not work on everyone, which is sad because
it's not
like
sad necessarily. It's just those people, that's how it works.
Yeah, I guess I don't mean
It's
sad.
not
I guess I
sad.
mean
It's different.
I wish that
all.
it would work on more because like I really like sarcasm and sometimes I miss a lot of
I
sarcasm.
miss sarcasm all the time. So you just gotta
so,
be, but like it's really easy to accidentally say something ableist right now. So I'm just like, we need to
yeah,
back this
that
up.
is true, and I do apologize for being ableist.
Let's rephrase this. This is not how you want to rephrase. I know what you're trying
Yes.
to say. This is not what you mean. Yes.
Yes.
Hold on.
So I do apologize for that.
Sarcasm doesn't work on everyone. It's true. That's the way to say
It's
it.
true.
That's Thank you, Nessie. That's exactly how to way. That's what you meant. You just kind of got. We went around the point.
Exactly. We were teaching everyone the proper way to just fumble over your words and then just not dig the hole deeper.
Wait, sitting in jail. So, what are you in for? I told a bunch of kids on the internet to backyard wrestle. That's great. Yeah. I mean, like it's interesting because some neurodivergent people don't get along well with other neurodivergent people, and they're like it's like putting like fire and oil together sometimes. Like they just like all they do is just start angrily yelling at each other, and it's like, oh Jesus, okay, we need to like. Some people just can't handle like I don't know how to explain it. Just some people just like have like they just lose the ability to cognitively think about. They just go to pure like emotion mode for some reason. And like
yeah, no, I know Star Wars fans. It's fine.
Let's hear. I often tell people I have literal brain because I take everything far too literal. Literally, yeah. I mean,
hey, that's a great way of doing it. 1 second, I need to go figure out what my dog's barking at. I'm gonna be right back.
I'll take a hit from this bottom because everyone watch that. Yeah, I was trying to back up that statement because I knew what Joss was trying to say, but like was just phrasing it poorly, I'm very I'm sometimes very aware that I will sometimes say some shit and I have to back my own fucking speak up and go, okay, I actually meant it like this, Oh, tamales and Spanish rice. I want. I don't often get. Oftentimes I miss a lot of sarcasm. Oh, follow.
What I miss? Anything fun?
No,
Okay.
like I was just just explaining that sometimes we just say some shit and we don't mean it the way we say it, and I was just explaining sometimes we just have to back up what we say. I do it all the time. I will just spit out some shit and I'll get a glare. I'm like, oh shit, what did I say? And someone's explaining to me because I genuinely sometimes don't remember what I fucking say, especially when I'm on a tear, I'm stoned, we're just having fun, I'm just shooting off the cuff. I get really wild and fast. That's literally, I'm barely having to process the thought before I spit it out my mouth when I'm talking that fast. So sometimes I'll just say some inflammatory shit and someone's like, bro, that was really sexist. And I'm like, oh, right. Okay. Which part? Right, okay. And I'm like, sorry. I mean, when I wrote, let's back it up. Just retake that. Then we rephrase that in a less fucked up way.
And I've been trying to be more inclusive.
Well, my point is, it's not that we ask people to be perfect. It's just be humble when you are corrected and you're wrong.
Exactly.
Be willing to be wrong. It's okay.
I've implemented this thing that I've seen other people do in my D&D game, where essentially I give them a forest, a plains, and a mountain magic card lands, because they're red, yellow, and green. And when we're playing D&D, if they're ever uncomfortable about something, they can just flash me the plains. Or if they're like no, please don't do that, I'm like, give me the red card.
So this is what I do. Like I do that. We just have an X card. The X card. For any reason, if there's any reason, you can text me an X. You can say the word X. You can hold your arms in an X. You can flip the card over that says X. No matter how you say it, the scene will end. As we'll elegantly get out of the scene and move on.
Yep. That's why I got it.
Take it easy, Nessie. I really hope you get some sleep, please.
Nessie,
please take care of my friend.
Behind, so,
please take care of my friend. Night. Thank you. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I figured that since we are going to be going to hell in this campaign, that we should probably just have some limits, some ways to get out of places. Because I told them, I was like, what's off limits? And they didn't say anything. And I'm like, okay.
I need to know your lines and veils. Lines are hard lines. You don't want to go there. And veils are, we can talk about it, but only in a veiled manner.
Yep.
And if no one gives it to you, then you still get those. So I've been role playing for decades, and the X card and the facilitator thing, the X card and the fucking blanking. I mean, all that stuff all that stuff's new to me. I learned that in the last couple of years, facilitating for this one group, and then which is very, very, very PC. Like there are even more PCs in my own Discord, which I'm very PC over there. And then I learned how to facilitate those kind of things to people, because lines and veils, that's what I was looking for. Lines, veils, and the X card are very important for
it's a good idea.
Take it easy, Nessie. Heart. So yeah. But yeah,
you can't be tired. It's only 3:00 in the afternoon over there.
It is 7 p.m.
I know.
And I have been up since.
Love that between your sleep schedule and my just.
I don't have a sleep schedule. I just sleep.
I mean that's true. You don't. You just kind of sleep whenever you want.
My Sundays are a fucking mess. I go to bed late Saturday night because it's SNI. I wake up at 6 a.m. to watch movies with the girls, and then, which I love. I would never trade for anything. I literally take how I want to fuck off, and they say something. I do something on Sunday. Nope, I'm busy. And then last week I had to do D&D, so I had to wake up in the middle of my normal sleep, which is after the girls go off the rest of their day. We watch a movie, hang out, play Mario Kart and some video games, and then we depart after a couple hours, right? I think we hung out for 5 hours last time. It's great, but around 11 a.m., noon, they're done. They're ready to go chill, get me out of their fucking hair. So I
Yeah.
go and lay down until about 6 or 7, when Justin, my platonic life partner, like shows the fuck up online. And it's like, we want to watch movies, and then I watch movies till like 3 in the morning, and then, and I go to sleep, and I wake up on Mondays, and we're just doing it all over again. Sometimes, like this week, it was all
Yeah.
over again. This week's been
Those are the best kind, though.
all over all over the place with the sleep.
I normally I start going to bed right now, cause like just got clockwork. Like I go to bed at 10. I'm normally asleep by 11, and then I wake up at 6. That's just kind of like how my day
Well,
goes.
I go to work too. It's just I stream. That's my job.
Oh no, yeah,
No, I'm
you have
Garbage
more
says
of
I go to
a
work. I'm like, yeah, I go to work too. But your job is much more grueling than my job. Let me tell you, 1,000%. Either of you, Garbage or you. I know you just sit at a desk. He actually works on his feet all day. But regardless, more grueling than my fucking job. But I'd still treat it like my job. I try to stream 3 or 4 times a week, depending on my brain meets will agree or not. But like, yeah, I mean, like I want this to be my job, so I treat it like a job. So we're here, getting good numbers tonight too.
we are. We are. I mean, half of mine are trolls, but I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
to still get me
doesn't
up
matter.
closer
Thanks for the
to
viewers.
earlier,
Thanks for the followers. Here, you know what? I got a tool for you. Let me help you 1 second.
And thank you, Articulus, for being a fantastic mod tonight.
Here you go.
You're doing the Lord's work.
I think I just turned
Oh,
yes. So now what this means
yes,
is they have to just follow. There's no amount of limit. There's just a
that's
minimum.
great.
So it cuts down about 30% turn trolls. You get way less.
Hey, that's fine.
The act
That's
of
fine.
following, most of them are just too lazy to do because they don't care. It's not what the point is. So yeah. See any movies since last we met?
Have I seen any movies since the last time that we spoke? That is a great question. Um,
Have you ever broken a
no.
bone?
I had my front tooth chipped. Does that count?
No. See, I did all that stuff and I never broken a bone either.
Never broken a bone.
Yep, I went off the second story roof and never broke a bone.
Well, that's pretty good.
I consider myself lucky as fuck.
Yeah, you should.
Really, honestly. I mean, considering I still whacked my fucking head and went in the water and all that shit. But like, other than that, I'm still here. So
Other than that minor thing, anybody
right?
could have that happen to them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There we go. I got a troll subscribing already. I love it.
Yep. But now it boosts your numbers.
I know, and that's what I love about it.
It's like, yes, please follow me.
Something to ban them.
Like just ban you and stuff, like I don't care.
Here's the thing. Here's what I really enjoy. Like I put in the LGBTQIA tag when I do these just chatting. I don't get these kind of trolls when I'm streaming games. It's only when we're doing the just chatting, and I don't know why that is.
Gee, I wonder why. It's because they're hateful shits. Yes, it's hateful shits.
Yeah, but I am just as trans when I'm playing the Binding of Isaac. Plus, on top of that, I'm also playing Binding of Isaac really badly.
But
so,
like they don't care if you play badly. They care that you're trans. That's the problem.
Oh, I know they do.
That's the real problem.
It incenses them, and I have no idea why. Like that's the thing that I never really understand about like all the anti-trans hate. It's just kind of like, why? But we haven't done anything. Like literally.
Oh, no, I exist. What a shame. I know. I'm threatening their masculinity because it really is they are jealous because they secretly.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's always a deep desire to be that, or my favorite is. The problem is they see you, they thought you were a girl, and then they realize you're a trans girl, and they feel like it's a problem because they're fucking homophobic and transphobic in their heart.
Yeah.
And they start hating themselves. They hate themselves so much for being attracted to you that they lash out at you. So you almost always, it's self-hatred almost always causing that kind of behavior. Loathing is a real powerful driver for that kind of thing.
Listen,
as someone who used to loathe themselves, I can tell you it definitely led me to abusing people around me. Yes. Mentally and emotionally, not physically, anybody.
Well, that's good.
It's never really been I I've never really been that violent person since high school. I stabbed a
Everyone's a
teacher.
little
Okay,
violent
like
around high
fuck.
school. I feel like it doesn't
Teacher
matter
was
who you
harassing
are.
me. I stabbed her in the leg. Look, I know it's not a big deal. It's just a pencil
Wow,
with a pencil. She was harassing
wow.
me. She's picking on
Well,
me.
I mean, listen, I get it. I get it. She was harassing.
I was on the last straw, and she was picking on me, and I was like, no. But like, I went to like, I had to do anger management classes, and I see a
Oh,
therapist. That was part of the
did you
agreement. Yeah. I'm sorry.
did you pass the anger
Oh
management
yeah, I'm
classes?
fine. Like I'm much better at controlling and redirecting my anger to more constructive things. Like I can destroy something that's destructible, like some paper or
Oh, true.
something that's not worth anything to me, like an action figure that's cheap. Like I get a lot of dollar store toys and I just break those sometimes. Like fuck it. It's a dollar store. I bought it because it's a silly fun for a photo. Like I didn't. It's not like valuable priceless to me. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'll break something that's like, but I generally just don't even need to do that. I'm generally much more. I just don't really get angry at things anymore. Not in the same way.
Oh, that's good though.
Like, dude, the cannabis is such a mood stabilizer. I'm just like chill. I'm just chill. Like I used to get like in arguments with my dad all the time, and now I'm just like,
Now you just
chill.
don't even care.
Just
You're
don't
like,
give a
whatever.
fuck.
You can have your terrible opinions about
It's okay, Trumpet. I'm gonna move on with my life.
about Blade Runner and Jurassic World. It's fine.
Oh Lord. Now you're starting shit. You're starting shit. Why are we starting shit?
Let's go. Let's go. It's what I do.
I will drop you, girl.
You will. I understand this. I've heard that you can put people through tables.
I was put through the tables usually.
I imagine that you could also put people through tables.
I'm
though?
not very strong, so I was not very good at lifting other people. People were lifting.
No,
We
but
were, and we weren't doing the moves properly, so we didn't know the proper technique. So we were just
you
doing
just
brute
do like
strength. It's all brute
her.
strength, which means like hurt a lot of hurt backs and shit because we're not doing things right. I'm supposed to be assisting the lift, but like I don't know that then. It wasn't until later I learned how to actually do wrestling. So
Just do all the stuff like the Hurricanrana. You just like jump on them, and then you just kind of do some twisty thing, and then I go flying. It's that simple.
oh god, that was
Come
so
on now.
silly.
Anyone could do that.
When I eat spicy things, I get hateful shits too. Yes, that's right. See, that's why it's always a self-hatred thing. It's like that's the same concept. You're ingesting only hate, so you only reflect hate. When you learn to accept when you learn to give love and accept and receive love properly, then the world is
Yeah.
so much easier to navigate. And trust me, I get fucking tripped up on it sometimes, and I get stuck, and I get in a bad place. Like it happens to everybody, but like, I don't know. I don't lash out at people anymore. Not for a long, 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 long time. I literally looked at myself in the mirror and like, who is this person? What are the people gonna say when you're gone? Are they gonna secretly whisper that you're a piece of shit? So maybe you should stop being a piece of shit. And then I literally went through whenever I felt like I was gonna be shitty or I was being shitty, I would apologize, and I would learn to try to just be better.
That kind of reminds me of Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
But it reminds me of like the transphobic part of Billy Madison, and I feel bad about that.
I don't remember this.
But
What's the transphobic part?
do you want me to tell you this?
Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't seen Billy Madison since the 90s. Absolutely tell me.
So like at the end, like towards the end, when Billy Madison is trying to become a good kid, a good person again, he calls up this one old high school student that he had, like that he went to high school with, and like he's like, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry for all the crap that I used to put you through, blah 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 blah, and it's Steve Buscemi, and Steve Buscemi's like, oh, hey, you know what? We were just kids. It's fine, whatever. So then he walks over to a piece of paper that has a bunch of people's names on it, and he crosses Adam Sandler's name off of it. And then he like sits down and he like puts on makeup. And it's very much a like trans people are psychotic kind of a take on that. Yeah.
The lipstick scene. See, all right. See someone else in it. I haven't seen it that long. I'll probably just not revisit it now.
It's fine. It's not quite as terrible as Sleepaway Camp, but it's
Sleepaway Camp. Don't even.
No, that scene at the end.
We claimed the shit out of that movie. You kidding me?
Oh, we claimed that movie.
We fucking claimed that movie.
I was not at that meeting. I apologize.
Really. It's a problem. It can be problematic. But like, there's like some good trans writing about that movie. We should seek it out. It's interesting.
I will. Because here's the thing. I thought it was a delightful movie, and I'm like, my takeaway is that I'm like, when do I get the superhuman strength?
Have you seen the sequels?
I have seen number 2. Is there
They're
more than 2?
2 and 3 are like shot back to back. They're basically
Okay.
parodies of the slasher genre. But yeah, I like them. I like the whole series. I have the whole series on Blu-ray.
Oh, big surprise. I honestly do feel like there might be more movies you don't own on Blu-ray than you do other way around.
What do you mean?
You own a lot of movies, I guess is what I was trying to say.
Over 3,000, yeah.
Over 3,000 and growing.
I can give you an exact
Can you
number right now.
can you get that number over 9,000 for me? Because I really want to start making that joke, and it's
I have
taken
3,365 in
3,000.
unique films. I have more releases than that in my collection, but those are unique films.
That's good. I like that.
Look, I have 2 copies of Birds of the Crystal Plumage. I've got like 11 copies of Halloween and 7 copies of Evil Dead because they just keep releasing new. They kept releasing ones with special features that are different and neat packaging. So now they're display pieces and stuff. So like, yeah, I've got like that kind of thing, but that only counts as one movie. I have 11 Halloweens, but it's only one.
How do you like last like bigger question for the night, and then I got to get going. How do you decide what movies to add to your collection? Because I know you say that you don't like make expectations of movies like before you watch them. So like, how do you get excited for a movie or for a Blu-ray release or something like that?
First of all, I cultivated a specific selection of people on Letterboxd who don't do spoilers but do fun reviews that give me enough information to tell me if I want to watch the movie or not. Have similar tastes as me. All right, so it's very narrow. It's like 20 people or whatever, right?
I get it. Yeah, you keep telling me I'm not part of
Yeah.
this cool kids club. Okay,
I
I understand.
You're a very average film watcher, yes, and filmmaker probably. Anyway,
I've never made a film, so I don't know. But
the average film is terrible. So let's put it that way. Not well made. It's not terrible. The average film's not well constructed. There we go. We can say this in a better, more reasonable way. So I'll go to a movie. We'll say, look, I haven't seen Return of the Fly. So we'll go here, Return of the Fly. Do I know I want to see it? Yeah, it's kind of average rating, 2.8. My friend, people I follow, 3-star, 2.5-star, 3-star. Okay, right there, I know I'm gonna think it's an okay movie. It's not a waste of money to watch it. Not a waste of time to watch it. I'm either gonna like it or I'm gonna hate it, but it's not gonna be the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah. That's what that means. By looking at that,
okay.
And then I go, there's some funny ones, too slow, but has an interesting parallels with 89 Fly 2. Oh, see, I haven't seen Fly 2 yet. So now, when I watch this, I'll also be watching later on that same, because I'm watching them all in order at some point. There's 5 Fly movies. There's 3 of the original series and 2 of the...
Should they all star Jeff Goldblum?
No, the first 3 are black and white films from like the 50s.
No, I'm talking about the Jeff Goldblum. Oh, see,
yeah,
we're
so
talking about totally different movies.
The Fly, Return of the Fly, and Curse of the Fly, or something like that. Those are the 3 movies that are the original series. Jeff Goldblum did the remake. There's a sequel to that. I haven't seen the sequel yet. I've only seen the original Fly, and then seen the remake of the Fly. I haven't seen any of the sequels to the original movie or any of the sequels to the remake. So
you have to be careful with you, because I feel like you're the type of person who, if I was like, yeah, I really enjoyed The Mummy, and then you would be like, yeah, I love what's his face, Karloff. Is he in that one, like the original Mummy? And clearly, I'm not talking about Karloff. I'm talking about Brendan Fraser.
That's a good movie. It's a fun movie.
It's a fun
movie. I like both those movies. I like the first 2. I'm just not talking about the rest of the series.
But I feel like I need to be specific, so I apologize for my loose language there. Continue.
That's fine. So I'll look at this. I'll read the very brief description that's here on Letterboxd. 15 years after his father's experiments with matter transmission fail, the Fly dude and his uncle Francois attempt to create the matter transmission thing again. Blah 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 blah. Right? I'm like, oh, it's a very basic plot. It's like set up in the movie. It doesn't tell you any details. So based on the rating, based on that, I'm thinking I'd probably like this movie.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Okay.
Let's go like something a little more obscure than the fucking Fly movies. Let's just scroll here.
Anything.
The Dirty Dolls. Why did you pick the Dirty Dolls? Oh wait,
is more obscure than the Fly movies. Yes.
I know that's the reason why that's the whole reason why I got that. Hold on, how about Kill Them and Come Back Alone. Why did I pick this movie? 1, I trust the director Enzo G. Castellari. He directed the original Glorious Bastards.
Okay.
With Fred Williamson, which is basically just the Dirty Dozen, but different. Anyway. 2, I like Chuck Connors, cult film actor in a lot of weird movies. Usually the best part of the movies. All right, now we got down here 4-star rating review, 3-star review, 3.5 star. People I don't even follow are giving it 4 and 3-star reviews. That means this is gonna be probably a really good movie.
Yeah, people are liking it.
Yeah, right. And then maybe if I see the 3 or 4, if I see 3.5 stars and 4-star reviews, I won't even bother reading a single thing about the movie. I'm just gonna buy it because it's got 3 things I like. My friends like it. It's got a director I trust, an actor I trust, it's in a genre I trust. 4 things. Spaghetti Western. Boom. Those 4 things. Probably gonna have fun with that. Maybe it's not the best. Maybe maybe I don't think it's 4 stars. Maybe I think it's only 3.5 stars. But I'm not gonna hate this movie. You know, and that's how I look at it. It's just I have a.
Yeah, I was just wondering that the other day how you got hyped up for movies. So
usually also sometimes it's just the cover. I'm like, this movie cannot deliver. I'm gonna buy it. I want to see how it doesn't. Now I want to see how it doesn't deliver. Here you want to know it was a really fun watch and I was not expecting literally nothing from. Velocipastor. I laughed.
See, that movie looks like a lot of fun.
I laughed so fucking hard. I was so much. I watched that with Nessie, who was in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Me and we. Excuse me. I'm trying to like pronouns things. Anyway, I don't like. How do I even say that? Anyway, we watched that movie together, and God, it was so much fun. I'm like, holy shit. I was expecting if by Wildlife releasing, so their movies are. They're shot on video. Some of them are terrible. Some of them are fun. And it's a real crapshoot, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're getting a great movie. Sometimes you're getting that was okay. Never they don't usually give you waste of time. So you never usually like going, why did I fucking waste my time with this? Well, you might, but I wouldn't. I see fun things in it, because like I'll see like the movie references. I'll see the silly gags. I'll see what they're trying to go for, and I'll fall in love with the attempt. Right? That's me though. I fall in love, I appreciate the attempt at creativity. Like this movie called Mutantis. I think you can probably stream it on Amazon. It's not a good movie, but it's funny and fun to watch, and it's really cheesy and campy. Yeah. So yeah, that company doesn't always put out the best things, but that's really good. Disco Exorcist is really good. The Bloody Ape is really good. Like, there's movies they put out that are, like, solid. The Disco Exorcist you would love, by the way. It's a hilarious movie. By the way, when I finished watching Velocipastor, I was like, that would be a good double bill with the Disco Exorcist, because it's equally funny and silly.
Yeah, it sounds like they kind of, they belong together.
But yeah, it's one of those things, like, sometimes you just trust the company or whoever.
Hey.
You got a pedigree.
I'll
watch anything the Arrow Video puts out. I'll watch anything put out. Anything the Criterion puts out. Some of them are boring, or not my thing. Not boring. Too slow for my attention span. But like, I will always watch other movies because it's always a worthwhile endeavor. Because sometimes you find some really amazing gems that you would never thought to see otherwise.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Are we done now? Is that what the deal is? Trying to get away from you?
I mean, I'm done. You can keep talking if you want, but I'm gonna take off and.
Oh well, all right. Well, thank you for a lovely chat, my friend.
No, thank you as well. These are very enjoyable. I look forward to next week.
Absolutely. Love you, lady.
I love you too, Bye. And I love everyone watching. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you when I see you. All right.
Bye, everybody. See you Tuesday at the latest.